isn't as easy down as one might think, and in a desperate attempt to maintain an advantage, Adris can be seen casting a spell in which he summons a dark entity, but unexpectedly and unbeknownst to even Adris himself, this entity is actually overrun by the shadow that inhabits the orb and seems to torment Adris day and night, taking over the body of the entity that he summoned. He begins to launch an insane offensive against the Tusk creature. It slashes down and consumes it in black flames and destroys it. However, it doesn't stop there and proceeds to attempt to attack the vulnerable civilians. Through Adrift's magical might, he was able to repel the advances of the creature, but that does actually very little to limit the danger, as Vave soon seems to be stricken with some sort of madness and lashes out at Emma, and it eventually leads to her being knocked out. After calming down and realizing what he's done, Vave is seemingly defeated. He rushes to Emma's aid and tries to get her back into shape, and we make the executive decision to take a short rest so that Emma can recoup and so that we can understand a bit more about our companions, our newfound companions, and hope for them to take a break. As Emma's recovering, Finn goes to check on the elves, and they seem to have dissociated. They all seem to really be struggling to come to grips with what has just happened, and none of them seem to go. However, in the process of checking on the elves, Finn does notice one male moon elf with sort of bluish skin and golden eyes with specks. The first words out of his mouth are to thank Finn, and he then proceeds to question and inquire about who our band of adventurers are. His name is Agaron, and he was assigned to guard the caravan that was ambushed, who were heading to the city.
Aragorn?
It's Agoron, no?
No, his name is not Aragorn.
Yeah, that's
His
not
name is
Aragorn.
Aragorn now.
His name is
Can we call
Agoron.
Can we call him Barry instead? He is Agor. Wait, shit,
Aragon?
Agoron. Stop it.
Aragorn?
Does he have Swarmkeeper? Does he have spiders?
Egon. His name is Egon. He was assigned to guard this caravan.
Yeah,
that was
it's
headed
no
to
wonder.
the city
Eggy.
with goods.
I never have.
Huh?
The big EG.
The big
I don't
EG.
want it.
Oh, I put an A in front of his name. Okay,
No, it's not.
that's
I
it's
never
not
have.
that's not Egoron. I mean, it is Egoron. Anyway, one, they were ambushed by the monsters. Ever since the attack on Silvery Moon, it seems that the creatures have been roaming the forest, but never the huge monstrous beings that we thought. Those are new. He then proceeds to tell us that Shinofane, the leader, the chieftain of the Moon Elves, called us heroes after our encounter at the Battle of Silvery Moon. And he agrees to direct us to Shinofane and the Moon Elves, for them to recover and for us to potentially inquire about certain things. So, in the process, I do have to mention that going back to the shadow and this encounter with the tusk-like entity, Emma was actually able to decipher some of the conversation, and she was able to figure out and understand that the shadow said that it stood again, and it was in fact the general of the army that fought and sorted the kind of that tusk creature. He then asked if he remembered him, and I don't know if we all know this, but this was apparently in reference to the war between demons and devils.
Well, that's
None of us
You-
know this.
that's you players having an idea of that,
We as characters don't know.
not your characters, because
Okay.
that is quite an obscure knowledge. But not for D&D players. Everyone knows about the Blood Wars.
Okay. So yeah. Egeron then guides us to the Sentinel tree, a tree with a building carved into it, and out comes a slender female figure, the chieftain we have met before, Shinofin, who proceeds to ask us how she can help, and that's where we left off at the end of the last session.
Just one thing. So, what they told you about the monsters in the forest is that since the attack on Silver Moon, there are still these creatures are roaming around in the forest, and they've been hunting them down whenever they found them. But it was always stragglers, one or two of those small things, or one of those bigger ones. But they never encountered these larger groups with these powerful monsters leading them.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where we ended last session. So now you're standing in Moonvines, a loose settlement of the Moon Elves. This large tree seemed to be a central hub. After your arrival, Shinafane has directed you to a small side square where these logs are laying on the ground in a rough circle, and you have been seated, and a couple elves have brought a barrel and earthenware cups with drink to this. You see around you some elves passing by in all directions, some seeming leaping from tree branch to tree branch, others riding horses through the wood, others simply moving with agile stride. But many pass through this square, this small opening in front of the large tree, seemingly a central hub of their settlement.
Hmm.
So yeah, Shinafane, with the elf, goes around and offers you each a cup. The cups seem to be filled with some sort of flowery smelling red liquid.
Yes.
Some, it seems to be some kind of wine, but you're not certain because it's very floral in. She takes a sip and rests the cup beside her on the log, and sort of resting her elbows on her knees, sort of intertwining her fingers under her chin. She looks at you expectingly.
I will
We
take a
lost
sip.
Gunny. And we lost Gunny.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna down mine.
I am being respectful about it. You're just being an alcoholic.
Hello?
Welcome
Hi.
back.
Oh, okay, okay.
We just lost you there for a moment.
You were like cutting out like really heavily, and I thought it was on my end.
Yeah, probably. Well, was I fine for everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yep, Emma, when you taste the drink, it's very pleasant, quite sweet. There's a hint of alcoholic tinge to it, but it's a very light drink, something that you would probably enjoy on a soft summer night with a warm breeze on your back. Or you down the drink, and it's quite pleasant, somewhat zingy with fruity flavors, and it washes down the dust of the rose from your throat, and you're no longer parched. You notice that you were somewhat thirsty after a whole day of riding.
I'm gonna look at Shinafin and I'm gonna be like, it's good to see you again.
I nod in agreement.
Yes, our encounter, although was brief, it was quite a feat that you pulled off there. I was well impressed. It is great to meet you once again.
Well, that feat might have been something that I fear that we will pull off something perhaps of a similar scale if this cult is really to be defeated. Seems we didn't manage to eradicate the cult in Silvery Moon then. From all the shit that's been happening in this forest, we heard that there were attacks all over, and we thought your people might need help.
Yes,
How?
mean, we might needing help be an overstatement. We are holding our own quite well. But yes, that's true. Even before the attack on Silvery Moon, there were odd figures entering and infiltrating our land.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it seems to have escalated though.
By now, we are fairly certain cultists must have established a base of operation somewhere. Moon or
From what
the
we encountered in, what was the town's name? Sorry,
Wherever?
Vervar. That seems quite feasible.
Yes.
I've heard that this was in fact the first large-scale battle that happened between uh, the elves and, well, these demon entities.
Yes, the situation in Cuerva is very worrying. I've set out riders right away to investigate the site and as well as to contact our ally there. Maybe it hasn't been noticed yet. We haven't noticed. How would an entire town population just disappear?
Yeah, they seem to have, from our limited investigation, gathered that they had left either willingly or under duress, but uh, they hadn't been slaughtered, all of them, some probably. But my friend here, and I look at Emma, managed to ascertain through some unconventional means that most, if not all of them, did manage to evacuate. Whether that be uh, being led out as prisoners or just an evacuation, we're not quite sure. Though I'm leaning more towards the former.
Well, we can only hope that they may return to their home safe. But for now, all we can do is look.
Speaking of looking forward, do you have any inkling of what this cult, how this cult is summoning these demons? Somebody has to be summoning them, right? They're not native to this land.
Yes. What we understand about their summon, they seem to have almost unlimited access to the monsters of the abyss. Not the abyss, the nine hells.
The
These
nine
the nine
hells?
hells. Yes, these devils seem to be following all of their whims, all of their commands.
Devils aren't known to be prone to taking orders from mortals, are they?
No, only the most powerful of wizards are able to control such volatile monsters. The strongest of will is required for it.
Yeah, I know
And
something about that.
powerful magic. But what we've scouted, even their foot soldiers seem to give strict command these monsters follow almost mindlessly. But they are not controlled really. Only when the cultists are around. Whenever we encounter them after the cultists defeated Silvery Moon, were destructive, mindless monsters. Devils are often described, well, low rank.
Hmm. They've managed to find a way to either subdue slash, well, control these devils, at least in their presence. Managed to summon them somehow, and are turning them against people. And there's probably some kind of strong magical wizard of some kind or entity that's able to pull them and control them, who is seemingly unaware or unbothered by the arcane plague.
Yes,
As I've come to understand, this plague seems to adversely affect those who cast high-level magics. This person, whoever is casting these spells, might be immune some way,
we have
or at the
never
very least.
we have never met anyone who was not affected by the arcane wasting anomaly. Some of my people quite capable of spell. Now all of them are free to even attempt the higher level magic, fearing might occur to them, to those around them, the land.
Quite worrying that we cannot access these magics and they can. Well, that is one part of it. Have you heard about any other attacks outside of these forests?
Rumors, news, all sorts. People say that cultists are all over the north. Snake thought the session was cancelled.
Sorry,
I,
what?
sh- I should have put a notification on the message where I send that I'm going to do the session because both Squirrel and Snake thought the session was cancelled.
Oh, okay. Is he coming then?
I don't know. He just said that I thought the session was cancelled. I hope that means that he'll show up.
Do you have any inkling of where these people from Quaywar might have gone? We followed them to, well, this point in the forest where we ran into these creatures, and their footsteps seemed to just disappear, didn't they?
Disappear?
It
They
seemed quite sudden. It's like one moment they were walking in a direction, and the next there was like a line where it just seemed like their footsteps were gone.
perhaps they enter sort of.
Squirrel, your mic is.
I have no idea what my mic's doing.
It's pushed against your fan. or your
What the
AC, I don't know.
fuck? What in the fuck? Give me a moment.
Cage? Transportation?
I thought
Or-
as much.
Or maybe they figured how to hide their track.
No, the way the tracks disappeared seemed not indicative of hiding tracks, really. It seemed more like it was just cut off as I figured that would be some kind of portal magic. Should again indicate that people are casting high levels here.
That is perhaps an option. In this case, I'll dispatch some of our spellcasters in that area. Maybe they will discover something. Not be able to rush.
That might be prudent. Finn, what do you think? What do you think our next move is? Emma?
You need
I'm not
you need
entirely
not
sure.
worry. You need not worry, good hero. We, the Eladrin people, are quite great
Excuse me?
moving around in our forest and knowing.
Sorry.
Yes.
You see Emma's eyes just light up with recognition. There was actually a note about hearing that word before.
Lovely.
Eladrin.
So yeah, Sinafane sort of turns towards you quizzically.
Sorry, I've been meaning to try to learn more about Eladrin.
What do you mean? Eladrin, we are Eladrin. You, all. Eladrin is a world tribe, the Elven. That is the old world. Has not so much use. But we, the Moon Elves, are still sometimes referred as the common Eladrin, much like our distant Fey.
Hey?
Yes, they are, well, our cousins and ancestors. Same.
You're cutting out a lot. Hey.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It
They
might be
are.
just a threshold thing.
Yeah, I'll speak up a bit. They are our cousins and ancestors at the same time. In the ancient pasts of our kind, they left. Well, we left, and they remained in the Fey Wilds. Some of them call them even the Hides, as their power grew greatly in that magical environment.
I feel like we're getting sidetracked here.
Is there...
We've heard.
Yes, Artie.
Sorry, go on.
You.
No, go on.
No. Addressed. You. Speak your mind. I demand
just-
it.
I'm just. We were told that there were lycanthropes as well within this forest, and they were under attack as well. Have you heard anything about that?
As you speak of the lycanthropes, her face darkens somewhat, and but still she speaks clearly. Yes, our not so pleasant neighbor. There are several settlements of theirs. They just this forest is just as much their home as ours. Although while we are not in conflict, we tend to avoid each other's path. And yes, they have suffered loss, endured battle with the cult as well, I've heard.
I know it might be hard, but this might be the time to put old grudges aside, perhaps
Oh, it's
work
not
together.
really it's not really grudging. It's simply that our ways are completely different.
Yes, but some cooperation might be needed in the coming times,
Perhaps.
especially if they're facing the same enemy. Might be good to,
Cooperation must be both sides.
yes, and yet someone has to make the first move. Perhaps we can do that anyway. We wish to speak with them as well, and I would request you allow us passage, perhaps some information about where we can find them in the future. But speaking of the now, you say that
Well, just like us, they tend to move around. Even more so, they congregate wherever they wish, make camp, hunt, and move on. I think what they've said to us, that is the proper way a beast should live.
I'm sure they see themselves that way. But there's a more dangerous beast in these woods these days. So everyone needs to be a little bit more careful, I guess.
Is
I know
there?
you think that the Ladron have this under control, but clearly, with what happened in Querbar, not all elves can defend them.
Yes, we must be careful. Anyone capable of enslaving, imprisoning, who knows what done to the entire town, be immensely powerful.
It is important for us to establish where these elves, where these people from Querbar are. That should be our first priority. I don't know if you can provide us much in the way of that beyond sending spellcasters out into the woods to investigate further. Emma?
Well, as I've heard, you said that they've been gone 10 days now.
It does seem like they're gone.
Does.
I fear that track be lost by now.
We did hear a couple of curious things while we were in Quervar. One of the monsters, one of the devils, was saying to the others they needed more sacrifices. That could allude to the people in the town, or lack of enough people. It might mean that there might be more attacks coming.
Well, that seems logical. We've what we so far discovered is that when they can, these creatures do not kill, but take people away. Where do not.
First on. Can you give us a rough idea of where uh, these attacks have been made against your people within the forest? Perhaps there's a pattern guide that we're missing.
Well, if there was, we did not come to any. Some were attacked leaving, someone simply on their duty. attacks were made against some of our offshoots of the village. They even repelled a small assault center of Moonvine.
They attacked here?
Yes, it was almost as if they wandered in, went wild. There were no cultists with them,
Many of them.
dozen or so.
When somebody close by, some kind of entity to control them, or at least send them in a general direction.
It pains me, to admit it, but you might have a better chance. The light throw. It is, without a doubt, true that they are the greatest hunters and trackers in all. Their senses surpass any humanoid being. That's why I call them. Even the greatest hound shy away from their task.
That might be. I was hoping to avoid that as possible. Not quite sure how their temperament is.
They are territorial and somewhat almost vile, but they can be reasonable. There were times where we managed to raid them in small ways. If they needed something, they did turn to us. They seem to have been less willing to exit the forest, go outside. I'm sure they're fairly certain that their presence would be not welcome.
Mm-hmm. There is another thought clouding my mind. The fact that Paiwan is completely empty reminds me of a similar situation I've heard of. This being in the dwarven citadel of, I believe wasn't the Abdar citadel, it was the Mithril Hall. Yeah, it was Mithril Hall.
Yes, I have heard rumors. Apparently their gates stand shut. No one seen entering or leaving. Perhaps months. But
They've been there for months.
but
These attacks.
but dwarves are always so reclusive, don't you think? Maybe they just
Those-
found some valuable ore that they do not wish to share yet with the world.
Yes, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
eventually they have to come out of that mountain for some resources, right? Food,
Perhaps,
they grow that in the mountain.
perhaps, but those stout fellows are well known for their resourcefulness. And I wouldn't be surprised if they figured out a way to live in their dark holes as long as they want.
So it still wants checking. This hasn't happened before, has it? Such
Closing,
complete
closing
isolation.
themselves down for months? Well, I would guess so. Usually during the winter months, do not leave. But in the summer, they should come out. At least
I
3.
mean, maybe a lot of them don't leave, but I'm sure once in a while, even in the winter, some do venture out. At least guards or sentries. At the very least, they would answer some kind of, calls from outside the mountain. My concern is if this cult has indeed infiltrated a dwarven stronghold, it might be would also provide a good staging area, launch attacks into the forest, wouldn't it? With its proximity to the northern part of the forest.
That is indeed true. But like I said, no one seen leaving, entering the dwarven stronghold for months. If it is their aging, how would they not be noticed leaving?
Well, it is a mountain. Are there no caves leading into the forest from below the mountain?
Some, perhaps. But it is well known that the Mithril Hall only has 2.
Yo, was I muted that whole time?
Yes,
Yep.
you were.
Yes.
Fuck's sake. I was gonna ask, is it not possible for them to use magic to enter the citadel?
Or caves?
It might be, but dwarves know best to protect their home. And they do all do that. I'm certain they would have protection placed on their mighty walls, not just from an intruding army, but from magical and you know
Let's say
you
they
know
have-
how possessive are of their treasure.
Do you know of any entrances into Mithril Hall from within the Moonwood, from perhaps any caves that lead in below the ground into the mountain?
My friend, Mithril Hall is not just citadel; it is a fortress. There are no secret entrances such that the dwarves do not know about.
I mean, they might know about it. Do we
Definitely
know about them?
not from the moon. Like I said, their great front gate, hidden in the stone wall.
What about Winter's Edge? How's any news from there?
Winter's Edge is the bridge.
Oh, is that it's just a bridge?
Yep.
There's no town there or anything?
There is some but like it's I don't even think it's a real town. Really. Give me a moment. I'll double check.
I mean,
There's-
if you have to double check, there's nothing.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's just a bridge. Because if it wasn't, I would have made notes on it. Like, oh yeah, there's more than a bridge there. Like apparently there's a hamlet there, but I'm gonna say there's just a bridge there.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Howdy.
I got your message. Like I woke up and I got your message. I was like, I need to wake up.
I haven't slept yet.
Sucks to suck, get better.
Mithril Hall in entrance lays beside the small settlement Settle Stone in the shadow of the fort peak.
Must be entrances though around some kind of like olden tunnels that have been dug out. A fortress is good and all, but putting your back against a mountain in case of an invading army without any avenues of escape doesn't sound like a smart idea.
Is there potential for a traitor? I know that's a bit far fetched, but that could possibly be an option, an
inside
easy
plan.
entrance. Son.
That is always an option.
My concern is if there are attacks coming into the Moonwood, where are they coming from?
There was like the Mithril Hall is not that close to.
I mean,
To
it's
the-
close to the Moonwood, right? Like,
Yeah,
just a
it's
bridge
close.
cross.
Yeah, well, that is still like a wide valley that you. It's like there's the valley of the Surbrim River.
Yeah.
Like that is still like a good day and a half of travel.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
that's not that far. A day and a half is.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's not not if it's far away, but like the Moonwoods are huge.
Yeah. Say, like, if I was to set up a new base of operation, I would probably want to do it in a fortress.
Yeah, definitely.
And if there is a fortress within range that has gone cold completely for the rest of the world, that sounds very suspicious.
Perhaps you should investigate.
Hmm.
What, the Mithril Hall?
Yeah.
So wait, what direction is it in relation to the Moonwoods? Like, is it northwest, northeast?
It's slightly to the west.
Sorry, have the elves been there?
No,
What do you mean by-
it's a dwarven world or fortress.
I thought that was the one
Elves
that is that the one. That's the one that's empty now, right?
Yeah,
Abandoned.
that's the one that seems to be empty from the outside. Nobody
But
knows
it-
what's happening inside.
It's not empty or abandoned. It's been closed down. Nobody has entered or left, or seemingly
Yeah.
nobody has seen anyone enter or leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody's answering the door basically.
Okay.
Or like no caravans left with trade towards Silvery Moon. Like if it's like spring. Maybe
Are there-
someone might have gone there and checked, but
Are there any merchants that you know that regularly make a trip into Metal Hall to sell their wares?
well, they don't really appreciate many visitors, grump fellows. They usually send out their own trading group with weaponry, armor, whatever else there, and trade for what they need, bring it back.
And
If anyone wishes to trade with them directly, usually they have to make their way to Settlestone. That's where
what?
they
Sorry?
Settlerstone. It's an odd place. The dwarves of Mithril Hall made an odd treaty with a barbarian tribe who have settled outside their halls, built their own stone houses there. They are they keep a front instead of the dwarves for traders if they wish to trade for the weapons of the dwarves.
Wait, sorry. Who wants to? Who is that? Who?
It's an Otgar barbarian tribe north. Or
Okay.
Ortgar.
An Osgard barbarian tribe to the north. That the dwarves seem to have communicated with.
I'm going to give you it is a barbarian and tribe from the area of the 10 towns, from the what is that place called? The the I can't remember stuff nowadays. The Icewind Dale,
Okay.
the farthest of north of Farron, where you can go before getting on the fucking endless glacier of ice and death. That's where the fucking Icewind Dale adventure goes on.
Yeah.
Have we ever gone to Icewind Dale?
No.
Maybe.
That is so.
Yeah,
Let me just show you where Icewind Dale is.
Very far north.
So currently you're here in the Moonwoods. This is Icewind Dale.
yeah, that's pretty far away.
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry. Wait, where?
That is beyond the spine of the world.
What about those wretched glaciers?
No, the Icewind Dale.
Yeah, below that. Yeah, it's the end of the world basically.
As we know it.
That's where the fucking
That's where the planet drops off.
yeah, that's the big ice wall.
Oh.
In any case, that's
That's where all the water goes off the map.
that's where the monsters are.
Yeah.
You know, if you try to sail further than that, the big monsters eat your ship, die.
Yep, and then you reset back to the center of the water.
Yep. You respawn at base.
Alright. Well. Troubling. That's the dwarves. Arrows and the lycanthropes. So 3 major leads. Beyond that, I wish to ask you more questions about Skull and what you know of it,
So the cult and what?
and what you know of it.
And I am curious about how you live. Yes.
I think we all have questions if you don't mind. Lady Shinofane. Sorry, how would you like to be addressed?
Shinafane is fine. In any and she sort of turns towards Emma. You reminded me of some.
I did?
Yes,
Oh.
many years ago. 20 odd years. Well, not that many to be honest, but feels a bit of since no one ever came. We had a visitor. One of those high Eledrins came. Visit the Moonwood.
What happened? Like, what became of their visit?
Oh, just the reason you reminded me. They had similar abilities. You have to play changing appearance seemingly at their whim. They came with a warning to us. They said that a great danger might come to all that is a member of an elven kind. They said that uh, it was such an odd thing because he refused to elaborate really, but he said that descendants of the betrayer have escaped.
And he said nothing more about this
Well,
betrayer.
just be careful.
Who's this
The
betrayer?
well, that's what he refused to liberate.
And
Have
They
you
said-
ever heard of the betrayer before?
I have no clue. But they said that they are dangerous and they are condemned by all elven gods.
Why do
They
I
are
feel like I've heard that name?
they are to be treated as enemies of the elven race. All
Anyway,
good
Emma hasn't
creatures.
told us about that at all, right?
I think she absolutely did.
Wait, Emma told us what?
The daughter of the betrayer stuff?
Yeah, I think
I have
she
no
did
idea.
say when she exited, when you guys exited, I think she did say stuff about it.
Wait, what was this after the forest?
No. So when
When you
You
were
got-
crossing through the fast lane, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
yeah, but yeah. So she was saying more that they are to be treated as enemies of the elven race. All good creatures. They are cursed to bear the mark of God, their betrayal. He said that the nature of their crime was so heinous that it is ill fate to even talk.
I look
Because
at Emma knowingly.
the reason is they betrayed the elven race, the entirety of the elven race, and
Did-
for that they deserve punishment. And it is not only by the Seldarine, but the dark Seldarine as well.
Sorry, the Eldarine.
Seldarine.
Seldarine. It's the Those are
Um,
it-
so-
The
sorry,
Seldarine
elven
is
gods
the
what are the
court of
Eldarine?
and Card.
oh, the Seldarine is the court of elven gods, while their counterpart, the dark Seldarine, is the gods of our, well, most mortal enemy, the Drow.
Oh, wait, there's someone that's going to be punished by the good elven gods and the dark elven gods?
Well, that's what he said. Apparently,
Oh,
these descendants betrayer themselves, committed such a crime against the elves. They deserve the anger of both court.
And they refuse to elaborate on what the crime was.
Apparently, it was so horrible, taboo to speak of it. It is just to be known as the betrayers.
would did they mention how to potentially identify or find
Did
this
they?
descendant?
I would
Appa-
definitely be on the lookout.
Apparently, it is obvious when you see one of them. They bear a mark, an obvious mark that they are cursed. God, visible to all.
Huh. Well, if I see anyone really that matches that description, I will let you know. Because I mean,
I'm sorry. It's just for some reason you reminded me of this odd warning. Hmm.
Emma,
With
perhaps
all this odd, horrid things happening around, maybe
I'm
it
just
would
gonna.
be.
I'm just looking at Emma, like eyes, like staring.
Oh,
God,
Oh, what?
Chris.
Cause Emma keeps digging. Yo, Finn's looking at her, being like, "Hey,
Well,
don't say we
I
didn't warn
mean-
you."
Do you-
As usual, Babe doesn't know what's going on.
perhaps you think one of these betrayers might be behind the cult?
Perhaps.
Well, such horrid beings would be capable of committing such heinous crime. Well, at least based on day 4, we can only assume. But yes, sorry, you were saying you had more questions.
Oh,
Well,
you're
that's the
fine.
least I can do for what you have did for us.
And,
You will more than likely do for us.
and addressed. Hey,
Mm-mm.
you had questions, right?
Are you sure you're done, Emma?
Of course I
Yeah,
am.
we
I
wouldn't
just
want
was.
any
I wanted to look
betrayers
out
to be
for.
walking among us, right?
Sorry, you both talked at the same time, and I barely got any of you. So Emma, sorry, speak first.
I just wanted to know more information so I can also be on the lookout for this betrayer
Maybe
or
maybe it might
descendant
be
elf.
helpful to play your song for um Shinofane and see potentially if she recognizes it.
That
Good
can
idea.
be done later, Ben.
Sorry, what you were saying, Adrish?
I was just gonna say it would be strange, wouldn't it, Emma, to have one of these betrayers among us. Perhaps some of their kin. And I look at her pointedly.
Ah,
Anyway,
yes. You were asking about cultists, right?
yeah, have
Yes.
you heard of this man, this Lord Darius Bloodbane? This paladin
Oh
of
yes,
the Master?
you've mentioned that that man called himself in attack. I don't.
Yes.
I couldn't say I know such a man. If he is a lord indeed, he's no lord of any land around here.
Lord, we not land people are.
Sorry, you cut out just.
Yeah, I have no idea what you said, Ari.
I said he's not just a lord of a land. He could just be a lord of the people. His people. Or his demons in this case. Devils.
Perhaps it's just a title that he's chosen himself. Even then, the name doesn't ring a bell.
Has there been any mobilization of these demons in a particular area other than Querwar?
Well, we haven't encountered any large groups. Almost as if they just scattered in the forest. Sometimes we find one causing havoc, quickly slay it, stands, can. Sometimes a couple tries to make an attack. Well, some of them are people. But most of the times we were quick enough to defeat them without any kind of harm. Fortunately, there were some who have gone missing, and we can only assume that they were taken.
Possible. There's very little to go on where we're going next. If cannot locate those from Querwar, we could either go towards the Dorman Citadel and perhaps investigate why it shut for better or for worse. Or we could head further into the forest, perhaps find things like
Find what, sorry?
The lycanthrope.
Um, I mean, since we're already in the forest, maybe it might be pertinent to try and find the lycanthrope before moving on to the citadel.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. And our friends here perhaps can help us in some way locating these creatures. Try to Seraphine.
We always keep a track on where they move. Well, at least to be able to avoid their encounter.
Or where they aren't, then you know where they are.
It might take a bit of time for the scouts to look, but they never make an effort to hide their presence unless they are on. They can be quite a rowdy bunch,
Are
especially
you
in the spring.
in the spring?
Yes, they get in quite a rut. No matter if the full moon's out, they can be quite
Can be quite.
Vocal.
vocal.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if it's Gonny who's not getting what I'm putting down, or is it Finn?
Oh no, you just keep cutting out.
Oh really?
Yeah, That's why I keep. That's why I
You
keep asking.
You might have to lower your threshold or something.
Should be auto.
See that you cut out again at the end of that sentence.
I'm just going to put it down a bit, and it should be better. You know, I just need to stop breathing so it's not just coming through the mic. But yeah,
just die.
Just be a revived rogue.
But yeah, basically she was saying that in springtime they getting quite a
They
rot
be fornicating.
Yeah,
and make a lot of noise.
yeah.
You know,
Who does?
even the lycanthropes, even when it's not full moon, they get quite vocal.
And these people try to stay away from that.
Um,
I mean, it's winter, right? It's not spring.
No, it's like midsummer.
Oh, okay.
Well, winter. So actually, it's what month is it again? So yeah, it is the month of Flame Rule, which is the first month of summer.
Oh, nice.
so you're saying there's a chance?
Wait, what? The
Yes.
Emma can get with a lycanthrope?
Jesus. Well, you know, it's been 4 days since the end of the spring.
Okay.
So yes.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of green grass.
Fucking Alama. Any case,
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. But other than that, we have not much knowledge of this cult. We've heard, well, when we were discussing with the commanders of Silver Moon, they said that we have encountered 3 different groups of them. Some who seem to be responsible of these attacks of devils, ones that disturb the dead and raise them as undead soldiers, and another that seem to be controlling these monstrous, horrible creatures from who knows where.
That's not worrying at all.
At all.
But unfortunately, that's all I would know about them. Thankfully, we hadn't had that many encounters with them. My people move around a lot and stay hidden as much as they can, and the Moonwoods were safe. Well, mostly safe until that attack on Silvery Moon.
It's also a matter of why this is happening. This whole situation with the reef being attacked, with it being degraded, with it being corrupted, is troubling. I'm sure it's troubling for you as well.
She sort of looks at you oddly. So, what do you mean the Weave being corrupted and attacked?
Oh, you don't know this. Okay. I assume everybody. Okay. So one of my friends.
Well,
That was
addressed.
She's not a wizard.
I'm just. No, I'm not expecting her to know. I'm just putting it like that, you know. One of our friends is a cleric of Mistra. You, in fact, might have met him with us when we were in Silvery Moon. Upon entering the north, as we were crossing through, or we were moving towards Waterdeep across the ocean, we came across this field, this energy, this barrier. And upon crossing it, some of us had some rather strange experiences. Magic is weird in this field. The weave itself, the fabric of magic itself is being corrupted. And the node for that, the center for that, is somewhere in the north. So we haven't been able to establish where exactly that is.
So you're saying that we are in some sort of field? Or,
Yes.
and she sort of looks around as if, she would accept some arcane energy crackling around you. But there's nothing, not even an odd light, just a tranquil forest.
The arcane wasting has not taken the rest of the world yet. It is almost exclusively in the north. Also, the field itself was growing as we approached it. It was, right? He was still moving out?
It did seem like it, although you were not really, you couldn't really be sure because you were heading towards it.
Yeah. It felt like cracks were forming along the weave. At least that's what Doran said, and he's the one who saw it happening than anyone else.
I love, how you base all of this on his weirdest vision while passing through a barrier.
If
Yo, but that was an experience.
Yeah, I really loved how he went catatonic for 2 days after that.
Well, yeah, it changed his life.
Yeah.
he just wasn't the same D&D player after that.
He barely reads books now.
He sits there in Illustria's lap.
And if he does, the
He
ones
got
he
a-
hasn't read.
He got a girlfriend and and that was it.
God.
What about his friends?
You could have just stopped at. Oh, God.
I just have this image that, Illustria is just doing her stuff and Doran is in her lap just hugging her over the neck and just reading a book over her shoulder.
I'm more thinking like he's just sitting on a throne and he's just like, he's the armrest on the right side.
Yeah.
No,
And,
it'd be the
just petting him.
footrest.
and nobody says anything.
Yeah, it's like completely normal at this point.
Oh, Doran's the chair, right? Oh, is that what you guys said? Yeah, Doran's the chair, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
no, come on. Yeah.
Nah, Doran's chilling.
Have you,
Nah,
have you
we need to practice reining this in for like when he starts playing again.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
No. This is gonna go full on
No,
now.
because the thing is, if not if, when Dino comes back, I will have a talk with him, and I will, push forward this idea, but only if he accepts, at least partially it. Will it have any canon in it? If not, nothing happened, guys. Absolutely
Sure.
nothing.
Sure.
He got friend
sure.
zoned.
No, it's not the friend zone. There was nothing, romantic. It was a strict, studying and researching together.
Yeah, it was a
Nothing.
study group. Yeah, nothing happens in study groups. That's
Yeah, nothing like that happened.
yeah, obviously.
Anyway, moving on, guys.
I'm never gonna let him live it down.
But, in case Dino does not return until this his campaign ends, it's absolutely fucking happening.
Of course, it's happening.
It's already happened. It's already happened.
But by the time you guys get back, you're going to have fucking kids.
Oh no!
God.
Little Dorans everywhere.
No.
No.
Anyway, so moving on, guys. Let's stop fantasizing about the fucking romance of our missing players, and let's see what else you guys want to say.
Josh can go next if he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been going for a while.
Ben, is there anything you wanted to say?
Well, my main thing that I wanted to ask about was that I was made aware that the moon elves would be most well versed in understanding this, and I'm gonna pull out the cube.
Well, fuck.
Well, fuck. So, yeah.
Bro, at that point, I might just accompany the research with a serenade of this lullaby.
Stefan, you take out this odd hollow-sided metallic cube and hold it in front of Shinafane. And she sort of looks at it and takes it from you and sort of turns it in her hand. And what this might be?
Uh, your guess is as good as mine. I can tell you everything I know about it. But I was told that this was written in a language you would understand. But so we found this beneath the Edificient Library. Um, we still don't really have any idea of what it is, but upon contact, I started having visions of these sort of two entities in this sort of weird landscape with just grey swirling clouds. They were sort of two large grey bearded men, artificial like in nature, and they kept repeating something to me. They kept telling me that I need to find a being known as Akabosh.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that name before. Oh, you mean these? And she sort of runs her finger along one of those engravings. Yes, I think I've seen these before.
Oh, please, if you know anything at all, I'd be so grateful. I'm really confused and I'm
She,
worried.
she, she's sort of looking at those symbols and begin to rotating the cube and checking the sides where these lines seem to appear. Yes, I see these are ancient letters that's been used here. I myself never studied them, but I remember my grandmother showing them to me. But they don't seem to make any sense. Almost as if they are in some sort of disorder or code.
Uh, some disorder. Does that mean that they could be ordered to? Am I cutting out a lot for you guys?
No, it's
No,
fine.
it's fine.
Oh,
You're
okay,
fine.
because I can do like my own static feedback. Yeah. So I was saying, so does that possibly mean that they could be ordered to spell something out or to learn something?
Well, perhaps, but only if you could read the letters themselves. And I'm terribly sorry, but I don't think any of my people have lived in the time when these were used, or even remember upkeeping these old traditions. Like I said, my grandmother only barely spoke as its ancient things. It's been used.
Um, do you have any sort of text with similar language that I could potentially look at? Um, Recently I've sort of had a knack for picking up languages. Would that be okay?
Um, like we can certainly check if we have any remains, but like I said, my grandmother was quite an ancient being, and not many has lived as long as her. But even writing decayed faster than her. But and she seemed to fall into sort of a chain of thought for a moment. There might be someone who
Oh,
would be able to help you
really?
with this. Yes.
Please, if you could introduce us, I would be so grateful.
Um, it might not be that easy. There
Oh,
is this entity my grandmother told me about. She it they live in the forest. somewhere. Well, we know where approximately they are, but as by law, our ancient law, we never enter their forest. They are ancient, much older than our people or any of my people. Even my grandmother said that they were born way before them and never met them for like 300 years.
Hmm.
We've lost any knowledge of them, really. Their names, their identity. We only refer to them as the ageless, as they seem to have lived in this forest for so long that even our memory is lost of them.
These are like the people that those two entities are from.
What?
The ageless.
No. So there is some kind of entity living in a hidden part of the Moonwoods that
Called the Ageless, right?
the elf refer to as the ageless. Because
Hig,
they-
if this is an evolved version of Moldy, I'm gonna be sick.
I'm going to.
It's the same fucking creature. It's just, instead of 2
A
feet
lot
tall,
bigger.
it's like 20 feet tall.
I was gonna say 4 feet tall, but yeah, 20 feet.
It's Moldax.
Moldor.
Moldy Digivolve too.
Smoldo.
No, it's Moldy, Moldax, and Moldraxis.
Oh man, you should just call it Mordor.
And then Moldrax is X.
Oh man. Oh, Mordrax's sigh.
But
Yeah.
thankfully, that one thing is clear. The moldy in Kelp is a shiny.
Yeah.
For real? Nice.
Because it comes with the accompanying Pokemon, Silky. It's like the fucking Slowbro.
Oh. Yo, is the Moldrax a regional variant?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, guys.
So how would I be able to get into contact with this Moldrax?
Ageless.
That's what I said.
They live in a.
Perhaps Aragorn can take us. I heard he's a good ranger.
Wait, Aragorn is gonna take us to Mordor. Yo, it's about to break.
Oh, fucking hell. Yes, we will take you to the precious.
Got you.
Oh god.
Well, like I said, we are, by our ancient law, not allowed to enter their territory, but we know where it stands. Apparently, they can be found at the center of the brown forest.
Would it be possible for you to direct us to this brown forest?
Well, yes, but please, rest first.
Oh, of course.
Join us.
We're not in a rush. It's just
The
something
brown
that's
forest is within the Moonwood, right?
Yes, it is. It
Um,
is not even in part of the Glimmer, but it is in the Moonwoods.
Alright.
does the moonwood surround the brownwood?
Well, it's somewhere in it, so yeah, it would surround it.
No, but as in that's I said that incorrectly. I mean, is the brownwood at the center of the moonwood?
It's not really in the center necessarily, but it is inside of it. Yeah.
Okay. Other questions? So it doesn't work. No.
I think we're exhausted most of it.
I do have another question. But Emma, if you want to ask something, be my guest.
No. It's I look at her. I would like to, perhaps speak with you in private later.
Wait, no. I pull her by the ear and drag her away.
Oh, Emma, please.
She's taken, Emma.
We don't want an international scandal. Has that stopped Emma before?
Probably not. I'm gonna pick up Emma.
Oh my god, I forgot Ricky's a lesbian.
I love the idea that Emma is being sort of held up by the like.
I'm sorry, I heard werewolf and lesbian thoughts kinda just disappeared. Any idea of them existing disappeared.
She's held back by the like the armpits, and her arms are extended towards Shinafane, just swiping in the air like when you pick
Yo,
up a
is,
cat.
is she drooling on the floor as well?
Precious.
What have I done? One of these days, you're gonna get Ricky back, and she's just gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, yeah, so-
she's absolutely playing the horny bard, so it's on her.
The horniest of bots.
Like literally every time I put out a female character, it's like, oh, that's absolutely my type, and it's no matter what kind of character it is.
Oh no.
Like I think so far there was one female character in my entire campaign that
That was
she
a
did
mob.
Have
not-
there,
No, sorry, no, that is not in
This
the
is
family.
gonna
that she
sound
did not-
absolutely awful. Have there been white chicks?
Oh, there was all sorts of, to be honest.
Okay,
Okay.
one more question before she tries to hit on you again. I have a personal favor to ask. Do you know of any blacksmiths here that are looking for a job?
Wait, what? What did you say?
Yes, where's the blacksmith?
Where the blah.
Oh, I'm glad Snake's got the
I have a-
reference.
I have a lucrative government contract.
Yeah. You see that he has an OnlyFans now?
Yeah, fucking love it.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah. So, well, my people do not really work with metals.
Yeah, I thought as much, but I thought I'd ask.
Perhaps if you visit the Mithril Hall,
Well,
there.
yes, that was my first thought.
Well, I myself are not really fond of their people. We had some quite big disagreements, but I would not deny the excellence of their craftsmanship.
I'm sure your people have craftsmen in other fields. They're just as valuable.
She just sort of nods, respectful, acceptingly, I guess.
Do they have like beautiful bows?
Well, there is a beautiful bow hanging off of her back. And
Perhaps a boyer of some kind or a fletcher?
a boyer. Are you looking for a boyer to hire?
Yep.
Are you?
Of course.
They're actually more important than blacksmiths, for a small town. Because you need a lot more arrows than you need blades.
Yeah, but you already have people who are quite good at that.
Do we?
Yeah. What do you think? What the half elves use to hunt?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
just
if-
figured they had like average as town people bows and town people arrows.
People.
Not Moonwood elves bows and arrows.
Do you think the Moonwood elves would be willing to move?
For the right price.
Yeah, elves are, very often tend to be,
Really?
motivated by greed.
I didn't say the price had to be money. I can offer them an Emma.
What?
I might have some information about that betrayer of yours.
Bro, I will just keep hitting you. I will beat the ground the dead horse decayed into.
Yep. So, daughter of the betrayer, right here.
Yeah, that's wild. Emma doing a lot of talking like she not finna fuck up the bag for everybody.
All right. Moving on, guys.
This is why I don't play peaceful, nice characters. I can't.
Wait, Emma was a peaceful and nice character.
I don't know. She makes her look like a fucking sugar plum.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
Finn just remembers the incidents.
Yeah,
The
incident.
bullying,
Incidents.
the incessant bullying.
Oh God.
When Emma just bullied herself through a guard at a gate.
Oh God.
when
Or
she
you know, every time she just told Finn to smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys.
Yeah.
Smile.
I'm
and
not a
wave.
fucking penguin.
Smile and wave.
when she just
This isn't
used
the right
I'm
climate.
she used the I'm a noble card. All right.
Pretty good card.
I wish I
Well-
could stab Ricky
Well, if
without
that's
causing
all,
myself physical harm.
Please don't. do that.
if yeah, definitely don't do that. Leave
Said
a
without.
strongly
Maybe get a tattoo.
leave a
I
strongly
have a
worded,
fucking tattoo. Actually,
Wait, another one.
leave a strongly worded message.
on my ankle.
And don't tell her I gave the idea.
Or the top of my foot.
Yeah.
All right. Stop going down this rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, he planned this to be a short session. Sorry.
What? Why? You're like
Because
4 people.
Squirrel's going to fall asleep any moment.
No. Please.
True.
All right. If that is all that you wish to ask for now, let's have something to eat and have a rest if you wish to. In a more
I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat and then I'm gonna go rest. What do you call it? Meditate.
I guess I would probably just, I don't know, hum the fucking tune of the lullaby. I don't know. Just slightly, occasionally. I don't know. I'm not a bard in real life.
I think it's a good meditation day.
So
I'm gonna ask Emma if she can also, motivate me a little bit more today on my path to meditation.
So, with that, you take take your seats once again, and Sinafane leaves for a bit to your own devices. When she returns, more elves come with her. Not many, maybe 20 or 30 at maximum. They bring large platters of fresh fruit and vegetables, cured meats, and all sorts. A fire is lit in the center of this circle, and meal is prepared. Some elves sit by on the logs chatting. Others play in simple stringed instruments a soft tune. It's not really a celebration, more like a simple gathering. Some elves approach you and personally thank you for what you have done. Some you recognize from earlier that you seem to have recovered after their ordeal with the monstrous devils. They are very grateful for what you've done, and they express their gratitude. The meal is fulfilling and almost alien in taste. The fruits are much more vibrantly flavorful than anywhere else that you've tasted. Some you don't even recognize. Odd berry, and apple-like fruits that seem to taste entirely different than anything you've ever tasted. And even the meats seem to have odd spices mixed with them. And a simple stew that they brew in a large cauldron in the fire is so rich in taste and thickened that it fills your belly to the brim.
Oh.
Once the food is consumed, little music is played. The elves leave you to your own devices. Sinn Féin once again approaches you for the night and tells you that they will send she will send out some more scouts to locate the lycanthropes' camp, or at least the path that they are taking at the moment, as well as confirm the exact location of the Brown Woods.
Have some map of some kind lead us to that location. We're not really familiar with this forest.
There are no really maps of the woods.
I meant more like hand drawn kind of map, like go north for 20 meters, stuff like that. Not like a detailed topological map or anything. Something that they can perhaps draw directions, like just arrows, and then like walk here for 30 minutes, walk there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, something like that will be created for you.
And then I'll ask Emma if she would help me as I meditate tonight. Perhaps some kind of soft tune to calm the thoughts.
Okay, yeah, soft tune. Coming
She
right
has
up.
exactly one bardic inspiration left.
Yeah. So, fucking soft tune your ass. I will
Sir.
inspire you.
Man, I never get inspired.
You don't need it.
Yeah, the vase could all left out.
Wave's already
you don't
perfect.
Need it. Yeah, Wave's too perfect. On
Mhm.
God.
But yep, with that, Sinn Féin leaves, and you are left on this little clearing amongst the logs.
I sit down with the orb in front of me, start meditating. Listening to the
Next
music.
time we're truly.
Sorry, what?
Next time we're truly. Someone needs to stare at me naked.
Wait, needs to what?
Stare at me naked.
What?
Huh?
I'm trying to think like the dumbass that Ricky is, okay?
Oh!
Well,
Anyway, do you want to touch the horses?
yes! I want to dance with horses. I read the thing.
It's dances with horses.
Yeah.
Multiple. Not just one. All the horses.
Fucking Congo horse line.
Yep. In any
And
case,
we all know who's in front.
so as you settle down for the night, jeez, that's a barely passing check.
It's literally the DC. Jesus.
Can I push my luck?
It is an ability check, right? So
Yeah.
you know what? I'll allow it.
God.
Yep. Reroll that ability check. The thing is, like, oh yeah, sorry, with the D8,
Oh my God.
you've seen that. You've
so
seen that
close.
one, right?
It was so close. I had my heart was in my mouth. I was gonna cry.
the double net one. When you only
That was
needed
gonna be the wave special.
The dreaded.
Well,
The
when you
dreaded.
needed exactly one more checks to complete it.
Yeah. So, we're doing downtime, right?
Yeah, you're sort of sitting around.
There we go.
Everyone's finishing their downtimes.
Well,
Yeah, I was literally off by one. Remember?
Yeah, Finn.
I mean, we'll see if it
Oh,
Please
if it
join
lets
me.
me to.
Don't finish
Finn,
it.
like,
um,
if you finish it fucking on the last session of the year,
I mean, I need to get back on the server.
oh.
all right. So let's go through all of you then. Wave,
Yes.
you you have been cooking for your friends ever since that fateful day on the ship when you met the goddess.
Mm-hmm.
All that practice with knives, not just ripping the meat apart, using spices, and this elven feast that they seem to have gathered from nearly nothing inspired you greatly. And you feel that,
Oh, come on.
this whole cooking is not just for creating creating food. It is much more than that. It is something that you greatly enjoy now.
It's definitely fun.
And as you progress greatly in your studies, from now on, you are proficient with cooking utensils, as well as you gain a new feature.
Yay!
An,
I
an
can boil people alive now.
Jesus, no. You get a new ability. When you finish a long rest and you do not do not work on your downtime tracker. Instead, you are able to cook a number of small treats equal to your proficiency modifier. And these special treats last for 8 hours. And when a creature consumes one of these treats as a bonus action, they gain temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus.
And where is that on my sheet? Because I saw you add it. I didn't know.
I'll add it later.
So they get a bonus to rolls based on my proficiency.
No, they get temporary hit points.
Oh, temporary. My bad. I brain melted.
You're not the only one whose brain is melted.
Adrisht,
Mm-hmm.
once again, you hold the orb in your hand, gazing deep, deep into the purplish swirl. We need more appropriate musics for this.
Oh, here comes Endgame.
Goodbye, Moonwood.
In the
Yes.
purplish swirl, you see a scene unfold. You see this figure, tall, lean, purplish cloak swirling in immense wind, his dark black hair untangled, whipping around his face. His face is distorted into this almost grotesque grimace of a smile, and his eyes are filled with a madness like glee. The shadows are swirling around him, and his eyes are crackling with purplish energy. In his hand, the orb stands. And he seemed to stand above this great vastness of some sort of cliff. And in front of him is an army. An army of obedient soldiers. Men, undead, demons, all bowing before him. All bowing before his power. As none can disobey his commands. They are all controlled by him, by his power. But there is one more. Behind the army, greater than all of them, greater than any other that you've ever seen. So immensely powerful that it could probably destroy a continent if it wished. And it is also bowing to your power.
But what kind of creature is it?
The shadow. And with that, the bonus the orb provides you to your spell attacks and spell DC
Ooh.
increases to 2.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh wow.
That is
Damn.
nice.
I hope you like it.
That is nice. Nice.
Wait. I was muted, so I was kind of half freaking out. I'm like, did he just gain control of the shadow? Is that what just happened?
No, he just seen a vision.
Where he did have control.
Yep.
Interesting.
Where's our downtime stuff?
Yeah, we need to kill Idris because
It's
he's really
it's a
being easy.
last thing on your sheet.
I don't have it.
What?
I can't see it. No.
It's attributes, inventory, spellbook, features, effects, biography, journal, downtime.
It ends at biography for me.
What?
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 That's
What?
weird.
Oh, like, that means you're like the modules are not loading for you.
I have no idea why.
Okay. Questions. Do you want me to roll for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Because you still need 2 more for Halrion, so it's not going to be completed. Wait, weren't you around 4?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's not correct. Should be on 4.
I was on 3. I was on 3 or 4. But it's up to you. I don't mind if you.
No, because I absolutely remember that you saying that. Oh, I just need 1 more, and I don't. I want to do other stuff because I've been so focused on it.
Yeah, I swapped to
Yeah.
looking at the whatchamacallit.
All right. Then let's see what happens. Let's see if I roll for Halrion's Gauntlet. Can Finn get that DC 20?
DC 19.
No, it's DC 20 still.
Oh yeah, I mean I just need to roll 19.
Yeah. Are you feeling, Finn? Is it going to happen?
Yeah, of course.
You have advantage.
Yup. And I can
You-
push my luck, right?
To be honest, I now that I think about it, I don't think I allowed it before.
It's fine if you. That's cool.
But I just allowed it for RD, so special session. Today is allowed.
No problem.
It is an
Oh,
ability check.
I know, but because it's not like an immediate thing, it's a
Okay.
long time process. I wouldn't have allowed it, but maybe. So Unfortunately, Finn, it is a 16.
Oh, really?
How much do you need?
I need to roll a 19.
Oh, okay.
Damn. I'll go. That's fair enough.
Oh, you should
Oh
have
wait,
taken
you said I
the.
can bet my luck, right?
If you want to.
Of course.
And you also have a point of inspiration.
Oh, hey,
Point
throw
of
that.
inspiration or like. Oh,
Hey, throw it on there.
Real inspiration.
Oh yeah, I do. What did you even give me that for?
That was for your amazing joke about your cape being given to Emma. That I
I'm
fucking.
not sure I want to know.
It was amazing, and I think I laughed for like a straight 5 minutes.
God.
So
Okay,
what
I kind of
happened
want to
is,
know now.
so what happened is that you guys were in the music hall, and Emma was crying, and Finn just handed her his cape, and we went through the sort of situations, like he just hands him the cape, and the cape is just like a handkerchief, and he hands it she hands it back to him, and he wrings it out.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed that one.
I
Well, I mean, Drum and Dead Tears be real.
uh Finn,
Yeah?
that's a 19.
Oh, are you serious?
No, Finn, that's
Oh!
a real 19.
Wait, did you say a natural 19?
Yep.
It's happening. It's happening.
Oh, and I didn't even need
I have
my
no idea
free
what you're doing, but do it.
Yeah, let's go.
It's happening.
So, Finn, as you sit there after so many weeks, months in fact, and you see Adrisht deeply engulfed in his orb, meditating and gazing with an unblinking eye as shadowy stuff just pours down his face, almost dripping into the ground. Wave cooking away with such glee that you watch his smile creep up on his face with so much happiness that you don't even remember when you saw him so happy last. Emma tending to the horses with care, and you pick up your Foldoglaive for a little more practice. You start slow in this small circle in the woods, moving the glaive around in large, slow movements, bringing forth the many months of practiced movements that you were taught. A quick jab, a backward swing. You move the glaive behind yourself and swing forward with its great effort, slashing towards as you imagine the enemy falling in twain before you.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, the glaive smacks into the ground, and you hit something. A rock, and with a great pang, the glaive shakes in your hand, harder than with your full blunt force, and it shakes you up, and you drop it on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Your fingers are still sort of tingling from the impact, and you have a little shake. But there's something. As you hold up your arms and sort of tighten your fists to calm down the shakes and the tingling, you notice that the large green emerald on Horian's gauntlet is glowing. Glowing with a deep green light, illuminating you you almost instinctively lower your arms to your side and extend them in front of you, fists still clenched.
Okay.
And then you bring them together, crossing your arms in front of yourself. And you smack your forearm with the gauntlet. It hurts. The sharp pain shakes you once again in your mind. But there's more. In the back of your head, you hear it. A clean, sharp sound, as if metal clinging together, echoing. And you feel it standing there. From your body, a pulse emanates for just a second. And you feel your mind carried with that pulse. Flying at immense speed, at the speed of that sound that emanated in your mind. Flying beyond the trees, beyond this clearing, beyond your friends. Extending beyond this plane.
Mm.
You still feel yourself extending. You don't even see the land around you anymore, just moving faster and faster until you feel that you've almost passed beyond a limit. Searching for something, searching for another part, but it's not here. It's not in this realm, not on the material plane. It's somewhere beyond. And you begin to retract. You feel as if you're pulled backwards at the same immense speed, speeding up faster and faster. The land flies below you backwards as you're pulled, dragged with such speed that you feel as if you're being torn apart by the wind. At the next moment, you land. Your arms go to the side and you fall backwards and land in the soft grass. The glow in Halrian's gauntlet slowly fades. But you feel connected. You are attuned to Halrian's gauntlet.
Okay.
Congrats! I have no idea what that is, but congrats.
Yeah, what does it do?
And from this point on, as if you spend 1 hour concentrating on Halrian's gauntlet, you are able to determine in a 1 mile radius if Halrian's other gauntlet is nearby.
So wait, I need to take an hour to meditate on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Every night, if you just sit there for an hour and meditate.
Sorry, not hour, Jesus. A minute. 1 minute.
Oh,
Not an-
okay. Once a day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're able to determine if Halrian's other gauntlet is within a 1 mile radius.
Okay.
Do you
And
get
maybe-
any benefit from one of the gauntlets?
Pardon?
Is
No,
there any
the-
benefit to like just one of them, or is it just like?
That is the benefit.
I know how to look now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be back in a
And-
second.
There might be other benefits that are not yet revealing themselves.
No.
But that is the ability that Finn has gained.
So I'm gonna do something crazy here, right?
Of course you will.
So the way this was done, I was like, okay, so that happened. But I want to add a little bit of flavor to it. So I don't know. Go with me on this.
Please do.
I'm gonna be sitting there meditating, listening to the music.
Let me just take out my session notes to put it down.
Watch Finn just going to town, and focus on the flow of the blade, and my eyes begin to follow the blade. The left eye keeps following and following. The right eye just stops moving. The orb lifts in front of me, begins to glow, and I begin to see. As I begin to see, my eye begins to sear and glow and begins to crack from the inside. Shadows begin to creep out, climbing out like tiny hands from each side. The eye ruptures and turns to mist and shadow and dissipates. The orb moves closer and closer and closer to my face and sockets in. And I close my eye.
Oh,
Man, a lot of developments are happening this session.
yeah, told you so. I give you a session to remember through the holidays.
As I
Adrish,
open my eye, it's a little bit weird.
let me tell you what you see when you open your eye, Adrish.
Uh-oh.
Adrish, you sit there. You felt that as you looked at Finn with your left eye and watched him almost dance with the blade. You felt the searing pain of your right eye burning out. But you do not look at it. You do not see with it anymore. And you feel that odd push as you feel the orb pushing against your skull. And you hear that squelching sound as it decreases its size just enough to slip into your emptied eye socket. You blink with both of your eyes. And as you watch the scene around you, the world is somewhat different. The colors are less vivid, as if life has drawn a bit away from you. But there's more that you see now. As you look at Finn dancing there, as you see Emma and Wave, the horses, you see an odd glow on each of them. A glow that you now almost instinctively recognize. A glow of an encased soul inside the body.
Oof.
A soul that could be used for your purposes.
Hunger.
I will break you in half, small man.
I thought we were talking about Adrist, not me.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm very happy with this development, Adrisht.
yep.
I have a feeling that
I feel like it was time to push it a little bit, you know?
Absolutely.
confirmed Drish's BBEG.
Yeah.
I just wanted an Eldritch Blast with my eye. That's all I wanted.
You wanted to Eldritch Wink.
You know, my favorite
Literally, commissar.
thing about this whole situation, guys, do you remember what these cultists are capable of?
Yeah.
They seem to have an odd power to conjure fiendish creatures out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
They call upon the undead
Mm-hmm.
from corpses, and they
Mhm.
seem to have this strange power to take control of people and
Mhm.
use them, dominate their minds.
Oh no, who else has that power?
Exactly. Who else
Oh
seem
no.
to have a very similar set of skill?
I'm
No,
gonna
there's
kill
There's no way me and Hager planned this from the beginning of the campaign, guys. There's no way. It's
Wait!
impossible.
Hold on.
Oda,
Is-
is it you?
No.
No, nothing.
Noticed
You
something.
guys don't know anything.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And with this, Adrisht, all of you retire for a night's rest. All too engulfed in your own problems to really discuss. Wave, your increasing rage that seems to consume you from the inside, and not really being sure how to really walk the path of the grazing giants. Finn, your instantaneous journey throughout the world and the realization that your goal is beyond it. Emma, your newfound knowledge of the other descendants of the betrayer. And Adrisht, your increasing power and desire for more.
Also, like the eye just blinks independently. I don't have any control over it.
But nevertheless, all of you have a long rest.
Yay.
Hooray.
Did you already do the +2 on the orb?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Alright, nice. Dude, I'm up to a +10 on my spell attack. Jesus.
Yep. You're a fucking beast.
Alright, nice.
Wouldn't
level
it be horrible if you turned against your friends?
Yeah,
Would it? Would it though? Would it?
I probably could rip you in half with my bare hands. Let's be honest.
Mhm.
That orca over there looks real interesting.
I'm just saying, you've seen what I do to my enemies.
Yeah, the question is, Wave, if it gets to your turn.
Yeah, that would be it.
In any case,
Oh. I really want to find Finn's gauntlet. I don't know.
the
Is that
morning
a-
comes.
Oh,
I'm just gonna stop at every mile and do a quick 1-minute scan. Scan. In the morning, we wake up. Wave is just grazing in the fields. It's just grazing.
So, as the sun rises, the burning orange strands of light pierce through the canopy and illuminates the tranquil little clearing that you've all set up for a night's rest. You had no need for taking watches, as the elves guarded your dreams. It didn't even really occur to you that you needed it, so preoccupied with all the things that happened yesterday. But in the morning, you all awake almost at the same time and see each other, some with a new light.
Some with a dimmer light.
Some changes are more obvious than the others, but you all are changed.
Oh, good morning. Is it dark? Is it still dark out? What's? Oh,
Uh, What's up with
Finn,
your?
you're muted, and I think you're talking. Nope.
No, I may just be muted.
What happened to your eye?
That is a
Oh.
good question.
Good morning. What eye?
That one. And
This
I
one? And I point to my left eye.
No, the right one.
It's just my eye. What do you mean? Oh, where's the orb?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did we get rid of the orb?
No.
You could say that, I guess.
I think you're lying to me, Adrish.
What do you mean?
You know where the orb is. There's no
What?
way you don't know where the orb is.
Do I have a mirror?
There's no way, considering that your arm broke last time it went inside you.
I didn't feel anything. My eye just disappeared.
Oh, no,
I
you
didn't-
absolutely felt the burning pain.
I just don't remember it.
Yeah, you might not remember it, but you absolutely felt it.
Back then. Yesterday's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yesterday's at least. I wouldn't say, Emma, you have a mirror. Mirrors are not really that common.
Even for royalty? Or nobles?
Yeah, especially like hand mirrors. Like,
No.
Dave, I need a puddle.
He just yaks one up. Just yaks Pardon.
Or something shiny.
My
Can I
mall,
prestidigitate
You know what?
a shadow in front of me?
my mall
That
has
would
a
be
flat
like a
spot.
Can I,
puddle.
like,
You know,
Question.
shadows are
how reflective
Very-
would a platinum piece be?
Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
yeah, probably.
I
Yeah,
am
it
going to
wouldn't-
hold
it
one up
wouldn't
to
give
his
you-
face.
And it wouldn't give you like a very good mirror, but you know, it would be very noticeable that there's a purplish ball instead of his eyes.
I take the thing and look. Oh, fuck.
Now give me back the money.
I put it in my pocket.
Oh no! Adrish is now chaotic evil.
I
Just
toss her back, I toss her back the money.
randomly taking
I
money.
grab the money.
Oh no. Oh, that was what that was. I thought that was a dream. How is that? That was real?
Yeah.
My eye!
Mm-hmm.
Adrist, come on. There, in theory, are lycanthropes to find.
My eye!
I stand by.
Your
that
eye
you
is
keep this
going to
yourself.
be fine.
Oh my god, so once I get rid of this orb, I just don't have an eye anymore?
I have something that can help with that.
I can grow an eye?
I
am
can give you an
convinced
eye.
did this to yourself.
You can give me what? I don't want your eye. Your eyes are weird and they change color. Now so do mine apparently. What?
I can give you an eye that can't be removed. Aside from, if you take it out.
I'm kind of sick of this conversation. Can we go kill something now?
Lycanthropes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm conflicted.
It's going on. I kind of want his input on this conversation because
I'm
you
gonna-
guys don't give a fuck about poor Adrish losing his eye.
I
I'm gonna-
I
Dave
have
is
a
convinced he
replacement,
did this to
alright? If need be. Can
They
you
don't trust this
see out of
anymore.
it, bud?
It's not that Babe doesn't
I'm gonna-
trust Adrish. It's
I'm gonna
just
close my
that-
left eye. Can I see out of my right eye?
Oh yeah, it makes no difference actually. Well, besides losing a little bit of vision on your
And-
left, but other than that, no difference at all.
Hmm.
Vabe is convinced he did this to
Huh?
himself. How do you not notice your eye being burned out of your skull?
Wait, I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but a lot of things happen to me without my consent.
Oh god!
Oh, that's
Yeah, you've
today's
also
session
done a
title.
lot to others without
I-
their consent.
I don't know. I think
Which
you
is,
did this to yourself,
murder.
but I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Sorry, there's a subtitle for today's
Well, that's
session.
incredibly hurtful.
Listen. If you want to try to pull that thing out, please don't explode your skull, but I got
No!
something that can fill the gap.
I am not gonna pull that thing out. Not like this. I need to dispel it some way. Oh my god. Another. Oh, how does this work now? Wait. Where's the imp? And I look for the imp.
Is the imp just like a dancing
Did the
emoji on
imp
his eye?
did the imp get fucked?
I think
Because
the
I
imp-
know because I know Hope got destroyed, so I am assuming the imp became Hope again, right? Because
yeah,
Hope turned into a hypnotic pattern.
no, I think Hope is gone and Imp is gone as well.
You can just resummon them, right? Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna resummon the imp.
Not even going to resummon Hope? Okay.
No, I have to resummon the imp first, and then I can resummon Hope, right?
No, it's the other way around. Whenever you resummon the Imp first,
Yeah, but the imp comes first, and then it becomes Hope, and then I resummon another imp.
yeah, exactly.
So I
Okay.
resummon Hope.
So if you concentrate and call
It's
upon
an hour. I'm gonna take
once
take some
again
time.
once again your infernal servant, and go through the same rigmarole as the
Yeah,
fire.
but like usually the
fire-
chains come out of the orb.
yeah, I was getting to that.
Right.
Oh no.
And when the fiery circle blazes and the tiny leathery winged creature comes forth from your hands, these purple chains erupt forward, engulfing the little creature and crushing it under blazing into its skin. And as you watch it, you see the light disappear from its body.
It's from my hands. Those chains come from my hands.
Yes.
Thank God. Thank God.
But as the creature turns to ash, hope rises, flutters, and lands on your right shoulder, sort of looking at, turning its head and gazing at your purplish new eye.
It kind of pecks at my eye.
No,
I-
that
I
would be
don't-
very weird.
I don't care. It's a fucking glass orb. I don't even blink. Don't even blink.
Yeah, but you feel it pushing it further into your skull.
That's fine. I'm just trying to make it as creepy as possible.
Yep. She just hangs from one of your eyelids. Anyway, yeah, I guess you summoned the imp as well.
That's gonna take another hour, so I'd rather do that in the night.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this in the morning as everybody else is getting ready or something.
Yeah. Is Gonny still gone? Or is
I'm
he just muted?
Gonny?
I don't know. It might be just gone.
Never gone to the washroom or something.
I don't think he said anything. Anyway, so moving on. After you gather yourself and go through the surprise in the morning, Shinafane returns to you.
Oh God, I need an eye patch.
I mean, I have a set of costume clothes I'm not using.
Can I make him an eye patch out of like just
Salami?
random nonsense?
Salami.
I could. No, but like, cause I can make things because I'm a lizard folk.
Yeah, if you have
Oh yeah, really?
if you have sufficient material.
I mean, I have some. I
mean,
still have. a bunch
he's got
of-
plenty of skin.
Yeah.
Oh.
God.
I mean, I can
Well, I
tear
mean,
up the
does
common
they
clothes that
molt?
I have.
Or shed. Or whatever the word is.
That's
Does he shed
shed.
skin?
No,
What if he cut off his tail? Does he grow a new one? Does he
No.
definitely not.
What
Really?
about it then?
I still have a bunch of seaweed. I can make you a seed.
Because I kind of need the eye. It's still a functioning eye. It just looks weird. It's fine.
Yeah, that's why you need the eye patch so that you can
Yeah.
hide it from looking weird.
But then I won't be able to see.
Just
Let's
say
make it.
you were attacked by a squirrel. Punched little
Let's
holes.
make it. Let's make it weirder.
Huh?
Shinafane approaches you.
Oh no!
So, are
I
you?
turn to her,
Yeah, she looks
and
at
like,
you.
I step
and
in
I
front
don't
of
like
him.
and I don't like turn to her like I turn like like I'm standing looking at the left, and then as she comes from the right, I just like start turning to the right to look at her, and my left eye is still trying something on the left, and my right eye just swivels towards her.
Well, you're right. It doesn't really swivel because it doesn't have a like an iris.
Oh, I'm imagining there's my iris is still there somehow in the middle of the purple thing.
His iris is just like an image of nothingness.
Just like the eye of Sauron in there.
Yeah, like a
Oh,
tiny
bro.
swirling purple vortex.
Yeah.
I hate
No.
it here.
But she looks at you, Adrish, and she with a sort of sly smile, she says, "I hope you had a good night's rest. Are you ready to leave now?"
Strange night, but yes. Did you manage to get us the map? All the locations for the lycanthropes? Anything?
Yes, the scouts went out and returned. The brown forest is not so far. You can easily approach it. After that, if you decide to pass through, you just simply have to continue heading north. Apparently, the lycanthropes return to one of their favorite spots, Claw Hollow.
I
We don't know
need
what
to
that
stop
is.
thinking like a bard.
There's no way we know where the Claw Hollow is, right?
No,
Is there?
it's just it seems to be just a location in the forest. But she
Would Emma know?
She did say north.
yeah, she hands you sort of this very crudely drawn map that sort of has the Kuarvar at the bottom, sort of marks the moon vine in one location. It marks another place, sort of southeast from it, with a Mount of Song, and further north there's this little almost circular patch with the label Brown Woods, and further north there is the Claw Hollow.
Hmm.
That Mount of
It's
Song looks interesting.
it's sort of Claw Hollow is like if you draw like a vertical line from Kuarvar, it would be farther up north, a bit to the east.
Alright. So we're pretty far away to go for that. But like the brown wood is the brown forest is very close.
Yeah, and it's on the way.
Alright. That's where the ageless are.
Yep.
Alright. Alright. What was the name of the hollow again? Sorry.
Claw Hollow.
Claw Hollow.
Okay.
Sorry, I was think I've misspoke because it's not the Mount of Song, it's the Mouth of Song.
Oh, that sounds threatening.
Alright.
That sounds very threatening. Not even mildly threatening.
So, that's that. I guess. We move on then. If there's nothing else, and if there's no news of your mage friends who went to investigate Quervar,
They have not yet returned. I hope that means they might have found something.
do you think it might be prudent to wait for their return and perhaps get some answers there, or do we just head out and then hopefully you can solve the mystery of Quervar?
Well, if you wish to stay, you are very welcome. If you leave and return, I'm sure we will have answers for you from from my people.
Emma, wave.
Although they might not be back for a while. I told them to be thorough in their investigation.
Yes,
It
they
might
should.
take a while to go through the town.
I'll leave it up to you, Emma. You know this place better than most of us.
I mean, it might be. I look at Vave.
Vave looks back at Emma, very confused.
I turn away from
What do
both of
you
them
think,
and walk away.
Vave?
My
Bro,
God.
I can't say shit. My fucking mind is on the lycanthropes because that's how tired I am.
So let's go to the lycanthropes.
uh,
We can turn wave into werewave.
Werewave. when he gets angry, he turns into a normal man.
God. Ah,
Normal man with all the powers of a normal man.
and glasses.
So, what now, guys?
But he's the best cook in the world when he's angry.
Can't we just like murder the lycanthropes? Isn't that what we're here for?
No,
I think we should
here
go
to help
talk
them.
to them.
Oh,
they're getting attacked by the cult. They might have answers for us. We're not going to go murder
Exactly.
them.
how can I go murder the cult?
I
Then?
continue to walk away towards Finn.
Yeah, because Finn, Finn is for
Ah,
some reason extremely quiet at the moment and not very talkative or muted. Uh, what happened to him? I don't think he said anything about leaving or going somewhere. Whatever. So, what are you guys going to do?
Okay, my vote is lycanthropes.
Lycanthropes sound interesting, and they might be good at killing things. So,
They might be good at killing a lot of things.
like the cult.
Yes,
The
yes.
lycanthropes is on the way through the ageless, right?
But you could go around there. So, like it's not on straight on the way. You're not going to go straight through the forest. You're going to follow some paths that you're able to find.
Alright. The lycanthropes it is, I guess. Well, yes, that is decided. Emma, is there anything we need to prepare for before leaving Quevar? Oh, sorry, before leaving, what is it called? Moonmine?
Not that I am aware of.
Is there some conversation perhaps that you wish to have privately with the...
Oh, yes, if I may, of course. And I look at her.
I'll step away.
Yes, of course. What might I do for you?
I'm the daughter of the betrayer.
Fuck you. I have this
You have really pretty
song
eyes.
that I know from when I was young, and
Like your boobs.
uh, no,
Very round face.
there are I have no idea of its origin, and except that it seems to be sad. I don't know. Notes were not taken. Um. And I was wondering if maybe if I played a little bit, I'd be able to help. You seem like you well versed in at least some arts.
Well, of course, if you wish, I will listen and see if I know anything.
I will shoot out the lullaby.
Yeah. Do you guys want to listen to it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Emma, you.
I get a chant going as she starts singing, "Daughter of the betrayer."
No, no, fuck you.
So, Emma, you playing on the ocarina feels a bit odd because you remember playing on a string instrument. It sounded so well, and thankfully one of those players left it and the other night.
Yeet. I am yeeting that into my grasp temporarily.
And you play the song. It was written down once now, but you've always known it. Or at least that's what you think you always known. It was always in the back of your mind. You remember it from somewhere. You always knew it. And even as you play it, it's not just sad. It's so heartbreaking that you almost feel like crying when you play it. As if such a great loss is attached to it. But you don't know what's lost. Is it death? Is it sorrow? You don't know. You don't remember. Or maybe you never knew. But the song is still resonating through the forest. As you play, some of the elves stop in their journey, in their walk, and listen, almost awestruck of this odd melody. So tranquil, yet so hollow. And you again get the feeling that something is missing from the song as well. As if it should be a song sang by voice, with words attached to it. Words that would tell about this great loss that the music conveys. It must have had words attached to it. And those words would be probably the saddest things. Telling of the absolute loss of everything. Yet you do not know. That is a beautiful song. so full of misery and pain, yet so beautiful. I have to say I do not know this song. Is it have who has written this song?
I am.
It's this band. It's called the Daughter of the Betrayer.
I am not sure.
No. Oh, sorry. I misheard you. I didn't think you said I'm not sure. I thought when Artie said it's called, from about Daughter of the Betrayer, and you said, yeah, sure.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure,
I
whatever. Daughter of the Betrayer. Who
don't
cares?
know who wrote it.
It's a band. Cool
I
band.
know who transcribed it. And I also don't know where I know it from.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it must be the greatest of songwriters who compose such a beautiful melody. I only wish I knew why is it so somber. Sorry, what did you ask, Cardi?
Nothing. I'm just stupid.
Oh yeah.
I shed a purple tear.
What are you, Cran?
Yep. Shadow Craven.
Well, in any case, I wish you all a safe and successful journey. And I hope the Ageless will see you and will be able to help you with that odd object.
Well, I guess if that is that, we have no other business here to attend and no other secrets to spill. We'll be on our way.
No more secrets to tell. Did you really say that?
Yep.
He's a little loopy.
Yeah, apparently
I
my
want
eye
to
last
cart
night.
him off.
Just ignore him. He's an idiot.
Apparently, I lost my eye last night and I'm not feeling the best.
Exactly.
That's why we ignore him.
These fucking people, Jesus. Oh, age is my ass, dude. Ah. So, with that, you guys leave the elven encampment behind. As you pass by, some elves still give you a nod or give you a good luck wish and thank you for what you've done for them. But as you move further away from the central tree, the forest begins to close around you, and the elves are gone. Time to find the brown forest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to do
He's
that?
been.
It's dead.
Huh.
I have no idea what happened
I'm
to.
gonna give the map to Wave and then I'm gonna tell him to follow his instincts.
And I am going to follow them.
All right. So Wave, are you proficient with cartography?
I don't think I am.
Do you
Actually,
know
hold on, let me see.
how to read a map?
Considering I can barely read, I don't think.
God.
You know,
Would that be a survival check?
But it might still help you. So yes, give me a survival check with advantage.
With advantage.
Just a casual double 17.
Yep.
Yeah, and also give me a perception check.
With advantage, right?
No.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Why would you need advantage?
Yeah, I know, right? I probably would have just rolled double
Apparently.
18.
Christ.
So, with such amazing rolls, Wave, you barely glance at the map as you see that you simply need to head north from the elven encampment, and you take the fastest route that you can find through the forest. You jump over logs with rumble. You pass through small thickets, but she doesn't slow down by some thick bushes. She tramples them to the ground or pushes through them, making way for the others. Of course, Shadow Ranger is leading, but
I love Rumble.
Nevertheless, you make quick way, and even before midday, you notice something. As you're approaching, you see a clearing. Or not really a clearing, but somehow the forest seems to end. And as you walk forward and step out from the trees, you see an open line. Thick grass grows in this opening in a wide berth, roughly 15 feet wide. And beyond it is the brown forest. The name seems to be very fitting. You gaze upon this odd group of trees ahead of you. Their trunks are dark gray, almost metallic looking, and all of their branches are covered in these small oval-shaped brown leaves that flutter in the wind. But even these gray trunks seem to have these small brown blotches on them. Similarly, the grass seems to shift color and take up this almost reddish brown color as well.
Huh. That's funny.
You never seen trees like this before, or really anything like this before.
That is certainly interesting.
This is definitely the work of Moldy's ancestors.
Are you back, Gunny? Where you been?
I had to go pick my brother up from work.
Oh,
I need you to eventually stop me from banging a werewolf.
You didn't hear. We didn't hear anything from you. I was like, is he dead?
No.
Yeah, some shit happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you caught that, but Adrish lost an eye. When did you have to leave?
I left
Roughly.
after you told me all the stuff about Harren's gauntlets.
Yeah, and did you catch that Adrish finished his orb?
Yeah, I heard Vave and Adrish finished there.
Yeah, so after I finished with you, Adrish decided to add a little additional effect.
Oh, he wanted to try something crazy, right? I remember him saying that.
Yeah. So what Adrish decided is that with the orb floating in front of his face, his right eye seared out of its socket, and the orb floated in its place, taking up the empty eye socket.
Wait, what? Is Is the orb? I thought the orb was bigger than an eye.
It can change its size.
Is that
And
what I just saw in the vision?
And it shrunk down to the size that it barely fit inside his eye socket.
Was that not incredibly painful?
It was absolutely horribly painful.
Or was it worth it?
Worth it? I'm not sure.
Wait, what possessed Adrish? What possessed you to do that?
He claims that it was not his consent. I don't believe that.
In any case, in the morning, both Emma and Wave were very non-helpful to his, what the hell happened to my eye? Why did I lose my eye? Realization. And you were not there to, to soften the blow on him.
I literally just held up a platinum piece to his face and said, "Here, take a look."
Wait. So this man doesn't even know why he lost an eye.
Nope. I don't think so. Artie?
Damn, Hig, that's wicked, man.
Artie, would you have any real knowledge of why did you lose an eye? Now Artie's dead.
Because are you asleep?
I'm here. I'm just a little bit tired.
Alright, we don't have long left,
I
don't
was
worry.
shouting all day.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, after that,
Adrish is gonna be shouting all day now as well.
yeah, before leaving the Elven camp, Emma had a private conversation with Shinafane where,
He didn't tell her anything.
yeah, basically she asked, have you heard this song?
Also, I'm the daughter of the betrayer.
Neat.
And she played Emma's lullaby, but unfortunately Shinafane did not hear this song ever before.
Did she confess that she is a betrayer?
Nope.
No, she did not.
Betrayer spawn.
I don't know if thankfully, but probably thankfully not.
Yeah. Probably, thankfully.
I would, I would make, a role saying that, do they believe you? Or, how this fucking turns out.
Ooh,
I mean, she did. She did say it'd be obvious. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And, they did not realize it first. But maybe there is an obvious sign. In any case, now that you've left the Elven camp behind, traveled a bit through the forest, Wave had some fucking amazing survival and perception rolls, and you are now standing in a wide clearing around the brown forest. It seems to be separated by a 15 feet wide, empty, grassy plain, where the green trees end and the brownish red colored grass and trees begin. The tree leaves are fluttering in the wind, and the gray, almost metallic looking tree trunks are also blotched with brown spots.
before entering, were we alerted to any sort of etiquette?
But the elves are not allowed to enter this forest. That's what they told you.
Yeah, but anything that they would know or have heard.
Well, they said they haven't met the ageless. Like she said that her grandma, the grandma told her that they haven't met the ageless for 300 years. Like she didn't, even heard anyone who met the ageless for 300 years.
Okay.
That was a while ago.
If
Yeah, a
elves
little bit.
aren't allowed in that forest, never mind, I'm being horny.
How dare you
I'm a bard, what else do you want me to do?
not be horny?
At least
So what
this
do you guys
time
do?
I'm straight.
Is, Wait, hold on. You saying that it's better to be straight than gay? Oh my god, that's so offensive.
Ugh.
Come on, guys.
Approach tentatively.
Squirrel.
Ah.
You
My
approach
own
Emma
sexuality
tentatively.
is honestly confusing me at the moment. So,
All right, let's not go into that.
ye-
So, Finn, you begin approaching the brown forest. And it's quite odd. We've never seen anything like it. These brown leaves fluttering in the wind, some detaching from these almost metallic grey tree limbs, floating down into the brownish red grass below. How close are you approaching?
I'm just gonna approach gingerly and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary, any movements. And as I approach, I'm gonna say, um, pardon the intrusion, ageless. We were directed here by the moon elves of the Moonwood. We were hoping to seek an engagement, if at all possible.
As you shout out to the forest, there is no answer. But also give me a perception check.
Man, Hig, I better not see another moldy.
See,
God.
there wasn't going to be another moldy, but now that you said that,
20 moldies.
20 moldies attack you.
Yo, are
at
they all stacked in a trench coat? Oh, Hig, can you roll perception for me, please?
once.
Is your sheet still not working?
Yeah.
Why are you joined as Dino?
What?
Oh,
I should be
yeah,
Gobby.
Who is joined as Dino?
yeah.
Is Dino joined as Dino?
It
I don't
has to
know.
be Gandhi because Gandhi's not here. Gandhi's the only person missing on the list.
What? Hang on.
What? Are you moving your mouse around?
Yeah, I'm moving my mouse around now.
Yeah, you're joined as Dino.
Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry. What? Oh, you've lost connection to the server.
That was very weird.
Interesting.
Anyway, I rolled a 19 for you as perception, so that's 24.
Nice.
See everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, you
Super
see
sense.
nothing.
Do I hear it? Do I feel it? Do I smell it?
No, what I mean is that as you look at the forest, beyond the wind blowing and the small trees, small leaves fluttering down, some tree limbs gently moving, there's no movement. No small animals. No large ones, indeed. Not even bugs or anything. All the brown colors forest seem devoid of life.
What color is the grass that we're standing on right now?
But if you haven't entered the forest, the surrounding area is green. But as soon as you reach the tree line, the grass color shifts into this almost a reddish brown color.
Okay. Does anything feel off?
It feels like you're just still in the forest, except you only hear the noises of small animals from behind you, from the forest that you've left. And while the little rustling and creaking of forest sounds from ahead of you as well, it still seems somewhat odd without any noise of animals or even sight of them. You even see sort of, all sorts of flying bugs and such flying around in this empty clearing, bees landing in flowers, but none of them even approach the forest.
Are they avoiding it, or is it more like, yeah, are they avoiding it?
Well, none of them approaching it, so you could call that avoiding.
Guys, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but there's no life coming from this forest.
There is a reason I am going to stay out here.
Why?
No life and no elves allowed.
The moon elves were not allowed in.
Yeah, you're a betrayer elf. You're different.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Shut up,
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
coming with you. Because you obviously have something wrong with your head.
I mean, don't we all?
Yo, I just look at Emma, and then I don't say anything. But do you guys think it's safe to go in?
Yes.
Adjust, are you okay?
Adrish, you're okay?
Yep.
Yo, does he just like thumbs up, even though his eye is like swollen?
My nose is just fucking killing me, dude.
Don't worry,
Okay.
we're almost done here.
I'm gonna gingerly approach the forest.
I will follow, I guess.
So, you all step through the threshold of the forest, and you walk amongst these odd grey trees. The thick grass rustling under your feet. Finn, I would say you entered first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you give me a perception check, please?
Two seconds.
Is your sheet working again?
Did you guys see a roll?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Then we're good to.
It's
Oh,
a 10.
really? Yeah. It's a
So,
10.
The forest is odd, but nothing stranger seem to be approaching, or none of your sixth sense fighter instinct is kicking off. So you continue on. Give me another perception check.
$15.
Finn, you traveled a bit into the forest, but you can barely make out the edge still as if you turn back. And something sort of urges you to turn back, maybe just to check if the others are all right behind you.
Mhm.
And as you turn, from the corner of your eye, you glance something that fills you with immense dread. Your photoglaive on your back. And as you look at it, you see that its once pristine blade is now covered in large brown patches of rust.
Oh.
I back up. Guys, back up, back up.
Alright, backing up, backing up. Getting out. Yeah, no, that's all Finn had to say. I'm fucking running out of there.
What about Harian's gauntlet?
It also has some patches of brown on it.
But not as much as the folder glove.
Yeah, and even those seem to just cling to its surface, almost as if it's fallen onto it from the air. But the photoglyph is pretty much covered.
Okay. Yeah, I want to back
You
up.
quickly rush out of the forest and stumble onto the grass outside. Now that you take a closer look, you notice that all your metal weaponry begin to rust.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that if you stayed longer, they would have wasted away completely.
Oh.
But not only your weaponry. You see that some of the gold and platinum that was in your pockets have also begun to deteriorate.
Fuck.
How badly?
You could probably still scrub them and be usable, maybe.
Okay.
But you barely spent a minute in the forest of rust.
Oh, the brown forest is called the Forest of Rust. Interesting.
So what now, guys?
Lycanthropes?
Wave incoming.
I'll shut up.
So what's it gonna be, guys? It's decision time. Are you going to leave your metal belongings behind and enter the Forest of Rust? Or you're not, needing the information from the Ageless?
I think it may be pertinent for one of us or two of us to stay here with our metal belongings.
I volunteer.
I got a quick question, Hig.
Yep.
So my club, the original club that I had, that's just wood and obsidian, right?
Yep, that does not have any metal piece on it.
And I assume that like my clothing that I'm currently wearing doesn't have any metal fastens or anything because it's still just the cloth and the fur.
Yeah, your
that I have.
fancy clothing has metal pieces on
Oh,
it,
yeah,
but you're not wearing
obviously.
that.
Yeah,
So what's it gonna be, guys?
I can go into the forest. I don't have a whole lot of metal on me.
Hang on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Emma, the gold in your purse was not affected.
Oh, okay.
Just
I was
Okay.
gonna ask.
Huh.
Can I pull out?
Huh.
Can I
Huh.
pull out?
How much
Can I
fabric do
pull
we
out?
have?
I mean, in your in your coin purse of holding,
Oh,
it was
okay.
not affected.
I was gonna ask. Can I pull out Lightbringer from the bag? Is it rusted?
It is not.
Okay.
I think that we're just better off having two people go in and like everybody else stay with stuff.
Yeah, that sounds, very safe. Sending two people into the dangerous forest and leaving two people out.
It's not like we can't communicate.
Can we communicate?
Pretty sure we can. Doesn't Adrist or Emma have like message or anything?
Um.
I don't think any of you have message.
Nope.
Do we not have any communication spells?
Don't think so.
Did Darn have communication spells?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. Maybe. So,
You know,
This is when we need Gordon.
he has like message and sending. And no, actually, he doesn't have message either, but he has sending.
Is anyone else slowly starting to despise Illustria?
mhm.
For
She took
taking
her
away
friend
your
away.
boy
Yeah, tuck away our boy.
with love.
He was, yeah, if you want to call it love.
All right, guys, what's it gonna be?
Um,
No time to waste.
what do you guys think? If you guys think this is too dangerous, we don't have to.
I mean, like, we don't. Like, the ageless, like, we're not going there to fight it, correct? We're just going to talk.
Potentially.
Then we shouldn't really need any weapons or anything.
Okay. So do we want to leave one or two people?
I think we're better off leaving 2 people with the stuff and then 2 people go in.
That sounds like a good idea. So,
Wait, Hick, how was the cube?
Oh, Cube is in the bag, right?
Yeah.
It was unaffected.
Can I go up to the edge and stick the cube in for a bit?
You walk up to the edge, stick your arm in with Holarian gauntlet and
Oh
And
no,
the
no,
cube.
not with the gauntlets on.
your other gauntlet.
No, no, with no gauntlets on. My
You're stripping down.
Yep.
But yeah, you shove the cube into the forest and leave it there for a moment. It doesn't seem to be affected.
okay.
Not even the small blotches appear on the surface like in Holrian's gauntlet.
Okay. And what about Lightbringer?
It's a fucking testing thing. So yeah, you hold in the Lightbringer hammer, and you see that on its surface, as if falling from the sky, these small blemishes appear, but they don't seem to spread into large large patches like on your folder glaive. Just these tiny little specks.
Okay, so can I assume magical items have some sort of protection?
You can assume whatever you want.
Oh, my
Okay.
God.
Alright, I'm gonna take off everything that isn't magical and put it with the other stuff. I'll keep the bag and keep any magical items in it.
I'm going to take my adamantine maul and all my like metal objects, and I'm just gonna like put them on the ground, and I'm gonna hand Emma my maul, just like be like, oh, here you go.
okay.
So who is
I-
it gonna be? Me and Vave?
I still don't get it why you guys leaving behind anyone.
Because we need
To
somebody
watch the shit.
Yeah, but
Plus, I'm in breastplate.
why don't you just put it away?
I mean, yeah, we can't just put it in the bag, right? We have enough space.
Do we have enough space for everything?
You have
But we-
barely anything in that
But
fucking bag.
we also can't guarantee that the stuff in the bag won't rust.
Yeah, but from what we know, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but like, what if we get trapped in there though?
Then splitting up the party is even worse.
Yeah, come on,
But
we learned from Emma many a
But
time.
we're not looking. We're not looking to fight though, so we shouldn't get into a fight, right? Right?
Huh.
Yeah, because that's how it works. Anyway, I'm gonna start putting my stuff in the bag. I know Emma really doesn't want. Emma, I know you really don't want to go, so you can stay if you want. But I don't know if it's a good idea for us to split up when we don't need to.
That is very fair.
That was an odd sound.
It was an emism. Since it's decided, I open up the bag and go to each person and take their metallic.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to make you guys put everything in the bags because it's going to be a nightmare taking it out. But
Oh,
consider every metallic
Oh.
object or object that contains any kind of metallic part in the bag.
Oh
okay.
God.
And, that's belt buckles.
Ocarinas.
Yep. Well, don't worry,
Rings of
Ingrid.
all the acrimony.
The ring is an magical item, so you might, if you want to chance it.
I don't want to fucking chance it.
I mean, it'll probably be alright, to be fair.
Well, I mean,
But
guess I could just fucking curl it into a ball in my hand and hope.
in any case, you shove everything inside the bag.
Yeah.
It fits. It still has space because you guys have barely anything, to be honest.
We don't have a
Thankfully,
whole lot.
you're not
I mean,
walking around with a fucking crate full of fucking note lenses. What was fucking Zendering carrying around constantly?
a bunch
Javelins.
of javelins, yeah.
There's a fucking
Mhm.
giant
Literally-
box of javelin for some reason that he never used.
He literally bought them and then he goes, "Yeah, I'm probably never gonna use these," and then he
Yeah,
never
anyway.
did.
But
Oh my God. Oh.
with that, putting away all the items, you feel naked.
No shit.
Yeah, if you just want to unequip your armors, that will show your actual current ACs.
Yeah.
Oh, you want us to be naked? Is that what you wanted?
I don't know if you have,
Sick bastard.
if you want to put on non-metallic armor, you can put that on.
Luckily I don't have any armor.
You don't need any armor.
Yeah, I'm very beefy.
You are the
Wait.
armor.
My
I
razor leaf, my razor leaf cloak doesn't count as it's not metallic, right?
It's not metallic at all.
Nice. Damn. So what am I equipping my traveler's clothes?
Your black serpent scale armor is a magical armor. If you want to put it to the test.
Oh, I do have the dragon
Oh.
scale pauldron. I didn't forget about that, but I don't have it equipped somehow.
That is also made out of dragon horn, not metal.
Oh, it's not even with metal. It doesn't even have metal fastens.
Not really.
Cool. So I'm not attuned to it, even though I could have sworn I attuned to it.
Well, attune to it then, and equip it, because it does stuff for you. It increases your AC.
Oh, there you go. Now it's equipped.
Yeah,
That
I
was
just
weird.
did it. So, but in any case, all of you take off your metal armor, take off your metal items, and put it away in the bag of survival. Now, less encumbered, but less protected, you enter the Forest of Rust once again. Nope, that's not the one. That's the one. You quickly begin to move into the forest. What you looking for?
The ageless.
What is the ageless?
I don't know.
So, I ask the question again. What are you looking for?
A creature of some kind.
You look around. The forest is empty, dead. And this brown, now noticeably rusty-colored leaves. There's no creatures moving around. Nothing.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start calling out in hold on, what's that language I have?
Common.
Primordial. I'm gonna start calling out in Primordial, seeing if there's anything nearby. I'm gonna be like, is there anything there at all?
You shout out into the forest, but there's no reply. Even an odd echo amongst the trees. And you move further in. What are you looking for?
The heart of the forest.
The heart of the forest? Find the heart of the forest?
Yeah.
Alright. Give me an investigation check.
Just her or everybody?
She was asking.
Oof.
And give me... Yep. Would you like to push your luck?
Yeah.
Push your luck.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll fucking do it. Apparently I won't do it.
That is unlucky. That is a failed luck roll. Those are always bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's really fucking bad.
Yeah.
That is... Yeah. Oh, damn. I need to adjust your Divine Guidance score at this point.
Oh no.
You're barely clinging on to your +1.
Oof.
But I only adjust it at the end of the sessions.
That's fair.
But with your, you look around, but this forest is odd. This brown leaves, these steel coral tree trunks. You cannot tell where the heart of the forest might be. What now?
Hmm. Hmm. Hey, Finn.
Finn?
Does anyone
No.
know how to talk to plants? Because
The
I
only thing
feel
that-
like that might be a good idea.
Don't you have a spell that lets you talk to plants?
Not specifically plants.
No,
Can't you talk to plants?
No. Not naturally without magic.
I mean, like, can't you?
poor Gunny, I think he's struggling. Yeah, Gunny, I don't know if you're talking, but we can't hear you if that's the thing. And I think RD is asleep.
Hello?
No, now we can hear you.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So, but you're not contributing. What's now, guys? You're getting lost in the forest of rust.
No, Discord's been bugging. I was asking. I was trying to say, can I hear? Can I listen? Can I slow down and listen?
The forest is quiet. The tree limbs creaking in the wind. The grass is rustling, but there's no sound of animals or any life at all. What are you guys looking for?
Are we able to tell any sort of age by looking at the trees?
Some seem quite tall, some seem quite small, but they are almost alien to your eyes. I'm not even sure if they are trees with these brown leaves and metallic colored limbs. But give me a nature check.
This has gotta be a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Damn!
That is a good one indeed.
That is indeed a good one.
That is a good one.
As you try to survey the trees and determine their age, well, you have no idea. On the other hand, you notice something. The wind. The wind is unnatural. As in, it seemed, no matter where you go, it seemed to blow from one specific direction.
Okay. And what direction would that be with regard? It's deeper within the forest, right?
But you're not even sure where you are in the forest at this point. But as you look, it is to your left.
Hmm?
Can I begin to follow the wind?
All right? Give me a survival check.
Um. Hey, Vave, I think I'm onto something. The wind feels unnatural. What do you think? And I'll point out what I noticed about the wind.
Do you want me to roll a nature check, see if I notice it too?
No, I'm going to say that with him pointing it out, it is quite obvious that this wind is odd. It's not natural. It seemed to be. Now that you think about it, you're moved in almost a almost circular direction, getting lost in the forest. But it was always blowing from the same direction from your left at this point.
I don't like this. I think we should try following it, and I'm gonna pull out my club.
I don't like this. We should follow it.
Okay. I think I'll take point, but please make sure I'm not going too far off. And let me know if you notice anything else as well, Vave. I trust your sense of direction. You too, Emma.
I will. You too,
Will
Emma.
do.
I'll keep it.
I love how you're not saying this to others.
I mean, his nose
I'm
is
going-
hurting.
I'm going to turn to Idris and say I'm going to keep an eye out.
So yeah.
I'm
But yeah,
guessing you're fishing for the help action from Wave.
I wasn't fishing for anything, but if Vave wants to give me a help action, I'm not gonna say no.
I will give him a help action.
All
Oh, that's
right.
convenient. Man, Hig, you have to appreciate I tried hard with that one.
Yeah. It was very good, but they did not realize.
Oh man. Anyway, survival.
Yep, with advantage.
I am proficient in survival, correct?
Oh damn, I
Yeah,
really do.
You do need that advantage.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? Wait, why is there a 17?
Why did you roll 3 times?
I only clicked it twice.
Anyway, that is an 8.
Oh, damn. Yeah, an 8. Can I bet my luck?
Oh. Yes, you haven't done it today yet.
I haven't done it today now.
You use your point of inspiration instead. Let's use those locks, Rel. Roll me the die.
I used to roll the dice.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, roll the dice. Give me the check.
Oh, survival. Okay, cool.
No, the
No, you
divine
gotta-
guidance roll.
Oh, okay. Did it roll? I didn't see any dice. Oh, okay. Let me click it again.
What is wrong with your character today?
I really don't know, man.
Yeah, I'll click it for you.
Thank you.
Just because
I'm not
something,
Dino to this.
something's wrong with you.
God.
I don't know what's wrong.
Reroll that survival, see if that works.
Oh, there goes
Okay, dokie.
with advantage.
Reroll my
Survival.
Alright, so survival work. Wait,
Did it?
yeah, but I rolled a 3 again.
No,
I
you didn't
don't
roll
see
a
your
four.
rolls.
Wait, really?
Neither
No.
do I.
Yeah, I rolled for you again.
I can't see my rolls either. Wait, what?
I think you're not actually connected.
Again? Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
Sorry.
you rolled an 11 and a nat 20.
What is going on?
I don't know, but
That's
let's
cool.
let's just move on. Yeah,
Yeah, just roll
So-
for me.
I rolled. You rolled an 11 and a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
So, all of you, with Finn in the lead, begin to follow this wind. And you go deeper and deeper into the rust-colored forest until you reach a circular clearing. With strange lines traced into the ground.
Hmm.
Wait, we see strange lines in the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put you on a map.
I'm trying to reconnect, bro. Oh, man. Oh, whoa, what's this?
It's an Elden Ring boss fight.
Elden Ring still scares me.
Why?
The tree sentinel.
So, what do you guys do now?
So we've tracked the wind, right? And we've arrived at strange markings in the ground.
And the wind is blowing from this circle in all directions.
Can I
Um,
observe and like stare at the markings on the ground? Did it ring a bell?
is there some sort of beat to, like a rhythm to how the wind's blowing?
The wind seems to be a constant blow, not strong to push you away or anything, but just a breeze that seems to emanate from this circle. And Finn, as you observe this circle, give me an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
See if it works. If not, I will just roll for you. And
That's cool. Investigation.
well, if it works,
Does it?
yeah, it rolled.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's rolled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13.
There are no letters or any kind of characters in this circle. It seems to be just lines and circles.
Okay. Adris, do you recognize anything magical about this? Any magical properties?
Maybe try using your new eye.
That was me, but pretty funny.
Adrish, you still with us?
Yep,
Did you hear the question?
a little bit. My head cold is just like horrible right now, dude.
I know we have maybe 20 minutes left if we
Just
get
go
there.
right.
Yeah.
I somehow got you you sick as well from last week.
You're
anyway-
not the only people in this call who are sick.
Adrish, you were asked if you think anything about this magical place or see anything.
I'm gonna look around with my new eye.
with your new eye. Give me a perception check.
With new eye powers?
You're still
Perce-
looking.
Perception. Mm, nope.
No.
Can you push your
You-
luck?
I already did.
You already did this time. So, Adrish, you glance around, but there's no life here, no souls to detect. You only see your friends and the horses.
I focus in on Wave and his bright essence, and I think about how it would feel to snuff it out.
God.
And then I tell them that I don't really sense anything.
Chaotic over there.
So what now, guys?
I'm gonna step in the circle.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a big steppy.
Yeah, the lines are traced into the ground. It seems that your footsteps don't seem to mess them up in any way.
I'm gonna walk a little further, just a test.
Yeah.
It's purely for scientific. I'm gonna see there's that space in the middle, so I'm just gonna keep making my way to that space.
All right. As you're standing in that center circle, would you give me a perception check?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did you do?
Oh, never mind. I don't need to say uh-oh. 24.
Wave. As you're standing in the center circle,
Yo, is he about to sink through the floor?
you realize that you're no longer standing on ground.
No.
Wait, was I right?
Did Vape get eaten?
Wily E. Coyote style?
Wave, under a very thin layer of dust and brown flakes, you step on a hard shell. And whatever that shell belongs to begin to rise up from the ground. You lose your footing and you fall to the side. Give me an athletics check to see if you land on your feet.
Can I roll an athletics check to see if I stay on top?
No.
Oh, alright. Wait, why did that roll with advantage?
Surf's up, dude.
I'm not sure why you rolled with advantage on the athletics. Are
Wait,
you
is
still? Yeah, but you're still raging. That's why.
He's a
well, then we'll just use the 16 since it's the first roll.
No,
He's
just reroll.
You thought you got away with that one. You're not
I
slick, bro.
mean, I could only roll higher.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, just see if you roll something
Oh,
better.
that's Americana check. Whoops.
Yeah, here you go.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
I love the net 20 Arcana and the 9 athletics.
Oh. Can we like split the difference?
No.
Can
So
I-
Take as a 14.
Can I push my luck?
Wave, you slip down and land on your knees and hands in the dirt
Ow.
with your club in hand as the creature rises behind you.
Oh no.
Can I before combat starts, can I get angry?
Listen.
That's not what I thought it'd be.
What does the creature look like?
Out of the ground, an enormous creature rises. It slowly gets up on its back legs, its huge shell encompassing most of its body. But the rest of it is covered in scales,
Hey, I'm covered in scales.
and he stands up tall and turns towards all of you with a smile.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's friend. Supposedly.
Oh,
Um, he- hello. I'm assuming this is
Hello.
I'm
It's
putting,
been a
forest.
while. I had visitors.
I'm putting my club away.
It's
What brings you to my home, little ones?
Does it have a
Um,
flame to snuff out?
Sorry?
what?
I
Uh,
guess.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Adrish, as you look at the creature's soul burns brighter than any of the others.
Oh, you can see souls now.
I hunger.
I hunger.
I hungry.
I hungry. Have
The
you seen-
Lord,
You just
The
said what
Lord-
I'm gonna see when I see the lycanthropes.
Shut up.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Alright, come on,
It's,
guys. Make some
it's,
fun
it's,
of
gonna,
me.
it's gonna be funny when a tiny little noble woman is chasing the werewolves through the forest.
Come here. I'm not done with you.
I
Come
won't
back,
chase them, obviously.
Come back, I want to clap those cheeks.
Oh man.
Come on, guys.
You need to make this rain cats and dogs.
Guys,
Mainly
seriousness.
dogs.
Seriousness.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
speaking to an ancient being, and
Yeah.
sorry, continue.
So, the enormous creature rises up and greets you, then sits down cross-legged in front of you and looks around. Oh, it's been quite a while since I have woken. Welcome. What brings you to here?
So sorry for disturbing your rest. Ageless, I presumed. We were made aware
Ah,
of your presence
yes.
by the moon elves.
Many have called me by that name. I guess they don't remember me. Oh, such a shame. I used to have so many friends. But no, Ageless is not my name. You may call me Miriel.
Muriel.
I was
It's
gonna start dying if you would have said Oogway.
a
Oh,
it's
no,
a
no,
pleasure.
no, guys,
Muriel sounds like Eeyore.
I used a much better turtle name.
Muriel. It's
And
a pleasure.
I'm very surprised you guys didn't jump on it.
I've never heard Muriel before.
The only Muriel I remember is from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, that's Muriel.
Oh.
Wait, what is Muriel from Elden Ring?
Oh, is it the? Oh
What?
yeah.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet,
even-
man.
I even said this looks like an Elden Ring boss area.
Yeah, and Hig played the music.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I said it's a pleasure to meet you, Muriel. My name's Finn, and these are my friends.
Welcome, Finn. What brings you to me?
Well,
I wasn't supposed to be awake yet. The world hasn't turned enough yet for me to learn more.
I'm sorry for disturbing you, Muriel. It's just I was informed that you might be able to help me understand an ancient language that the elves seem to have forgotten. It's related to this thing, and I open up my bag and pull out the cube.
The cube. Ooh.
He extends his enormous large hand towards you and holds up his clawed fingers.
I gingerly place it upon his giant hand.
He sort of retracts an arm and begins to turn the cube in his hand, and reaches up with the other, sort of scratches a spot on top of his head. Oh, where did my head go? Never mind. And he takes a closer look again. Ah, yes. Oh, it's been such a long time. I haven't seen these in ages. Ever since the Miartar Empire has fallen. Such a waste.
I'm sorry, the Miota Empire. I've never heard of them before.
Ah, long, long ago, the elves had an empire standing right here where this forest is now. Their descendants still live here, I think. Oh, sorry, I'm completely wrong. not the Myrtar Empire. Forget about it. It it is the Arivandar Empire.
Arivandar.
Yep, Arivandar. Myrtar is completely a different place.
Okay. Would you possibly be able to tell me about this Arivandar Empire? I really want to understand what that thing is, and perhaps have you heard of the name Akabosh before?
Akabosh. No, that doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I ever heard that name before. Adrish fell asleep.
I mean, he's ill, man. Uh, okay.
Let's wrap this up.
I'm on the verge of
Okay.
following him.
Yeah, give me like 5 more minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, yes, I remember. They use a messaging code. This is written in the same. Just a moment. And he begins to shift the cube around and scrolling the symbols into the ground in front of him. Ah, how particular. You see that he finished the. He seems to be writing the first letters of each line.
What's peculiar? Have you figured anything out from looking at the cube?
Take a look at this. And as you look, the first letters of each line seem to spell out an elven word. It is the word enemy.
I'm not sure if you said anime or anime.
Enemy.
Enemy.
Okay.
The
That's what I
elves,
thought.
elves surprisingly do not have a word for anime.
Really?
Because they are not
Believe-
weebs.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, anime just means animation, so.
But with that, the giant figure continues scrolling into the ground until a whole text is written out.
Okay.
Oh,
Am I able to read it?
Perhaps
I might actually be able to read this.
it is in Elvish.
No,
That
I
is-
meant IRL.
That is Lord of the Rings nonsense, and I do not entertain it.
And let us see
The translation?
the translation. I'm going to give everyone permission to see it. There's this fully asleep.
That's wild. Oh wow, I spelled Mirio right. Yeah, let's go.
So yep, it is. Let me just show it to everyone.
Occurs. Akabosh.
Ah.
All right, let me read this. It's been so long.
Let
This
me.
is
Let's.
Akabosh.
I'm going to read it for you guys.
Please do.
So, the translated description of the decoded message etched into the surface of the cube is the following: A cursed monster, its name forever to be forgotten. Killer of uncounted, their blood turning the land sodden. All who knew them are forbidden to speak. All who see them will tremble in fear. Banished to their prisons, sealed and wrapped in chains. As long as the world stands, shall never be freed. Oath holds their guards forever vigilant, making sure their promise to the fellowship is upheld till the end. Secrets in their grasp, too great for the world, from divine minds in their grasp it fell. Haunting reminder, the greatest trickster, who's proven the gods can be fooled as well.
Uh, oh, I just look towards Mirio and say,
I think with Erdrish fully asleep, this is where we're going to end today's session.
oh, hey.
And the season